Hey everyone, it's me Gavin Vengeance and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be diving into Chapter 33, Clash for Goddess of Victory NIKKE. Finally going to be taking it down. I know I've been waiting on this since the second anniversary went live, but we are going to be diving into it all today, and I'm going to be waiting for all the voice lines and everything to play, so kick back and hang out with me if you guys are watching over here live on YouTube or Twitch, twitch.tv/Gavin_Vengeance if you guys want to watch me over there. If not, you can find all my stuff right here on YouTube, and it'll be broadcasted, and I'll have it archived in my past archives playlist if you guys want to watch it after the fact, any of that stuff. Again, very, very much appreciate all the love and support. Thank you guys very much. Really, really appreciate it. But anyways, we are going to be diving into this. Incredibly anxious to check this out. So we'll try to get as far as we can, I guess, in Chapter 33. And I'll probably leave Chapter 34 for another day. Not sure if we're going to get done Chapter 33 in the stream, but we will try. Anywho, that being said, incredibly eager to try this out. So let's dive into it. Alright, here we are. Chapter 33, Clash. Finally going to be learning a little bit more about what's going on with Grave and her plans to resurrect Cinderella, not Anachiro. I believe the last thing I remember seeing is that she woke up or something, right? I think that was one of the last things that we got to see in the previous chapter. I can't 100% remember because it's been quite a while, but here we are. Okay, so we've got some other lost relics that I will read through in my own time. I'm not going to bother you guys with the small stuff, right?
Everybody get ready.
But we'll keep this moving. We'll pay attention to the story segments. I'm just going to let it auto for the most part because my NIKKE team is pretty stacked right now at this point in the game since playing the game literally since day one. I don't think I'm going to have any troubles facing off against any of the enemies, and if I do, then maybe I will take over manual play. But for the most part, we're just going to be hanging out here, chilling, chatting, having a good time, right? Let me know if the microphone sounds good now too, because I've been working on it in the last couple of videos. I haven't had any complaints. Knock on wood. Things should be addressed, hopefully. But yeah, man, I've been very much enjoying the second anniversary event so far with Goddess of Victory NIKKE. I've been playing a whole lot of the Castlevania game called In the Mirror recently, and I've been trying to catch up on that in my own time. So since I haven't been doing any of the main story stuff, that's what I've been focused on offline. And then whenever I'm recording anything, obviously I cover the entire event story for story 1 of Old Tales. And dude, is this gonna pop up with every single quest that I complete?
Is this a new venue for the party?
There's no way I can run in
because I mean, one little ad or push for hey, buy a pack is fine, but I don't want that popping up after every single mission. That'll get incredibly infuriating.
I will protect you as I protect
hopefully
all
that's not the case. But that's 2 times, right? 2 times since we started the stream. That's
under the
a
light
little
of the
pushy.
kingdom.
Don't know if I like that. But anyway, very much enjoying the story. It's been incredibly brutal, and it's nice to see a lot of background story for Cinderella, right? And learn a little bit more about her and the second generation Grimm's models. Got to see some pretty intense scenes. Lots of holy moly moments, I'll say that much. And again, I haven't really gotten a chance to try out Cinderella in combat. Dude, I swear to God. How do I stop this? How do I stop that?
My feet keep getting caught in the hem of this.
Drought them in their entirety. There's no way I can run in this thing.
Shift up, you guys gotta change that. Like I said, periodically it's fine, but after literally every single mission, you guys gotta change that. That is, yeah, that's pushy. That's super pushy. I didn't realize that change was made at all, otherwise I would have talked about it earlier, but yeah, hopefully that's not the case.
Under the light of the kingdom.
Maybe if it cycles through all the currently available packages, which is again still way more than enough pushiness, then maybe it'll go away or whatever. But yeah, I don't like that. I do not like that change. I don't even know when that was implemented, but I do not like it. I don't know if it was with the second anniversary batch or prior, It's just been a long time since I've done anything like in the main scenario, so... Oof, man. No? No advertisement? You sure?
Everybody get ready.
There's no way I can run in this thing.
Alright, maybe we're done with it. Again, I'll knock on wood. That's for you guys, okay? Anyway. So back to what I'm saying. I've been really enjoying the story. I've been really trying to get around to actually trying out Cinderella in combat because I did get her 2 times. I believe, like, I recruited her 2 times, but I haven't got a chance to like build an armor set for her, I guess, right? So I've been working on building each and every single piece that I have, and then I'll eventually, what's it called again? Overload the equipment. I think that's what it is.
You must persevere.
Anyways, I'm gonna make sure that the equipment is top tier before I actually like use her in combat, because I have so many other characters that are very well built that I don't really want to mess around with that yet or compare until I have her on an equal playing field, if that makes sense. And also, welcome back to the stream, Arp. Appreciate you stopping in, hanging out, chatting, man. How's everything?
Here I go.
Have you been playing any NIKKE recently?
Everybody get ready.
Here I go.
I kind of stopped playing a whole lot of like other gacha games. I've just been focused mainly on this one, and then well, I've got a couple of other that I do play normally, but I've dropped a lot. Seen a lot of like
According to the central government,
crazy changes in some other games that I'm not a huge fan of that kind of deterred me from continuing playing them. But I'm gonna shut up for these scenes and let Shifty and Cass do their talking.
the eradication of Crystal Region is proceeding as planned, but it is not a high priority. This operation is to prioritize the extermination or capture of heretics above all else.
Right, so I believe the last one that we ended up fighting was Behemoth, I think. But there was also mention of Leviathan, another one of the 4 beasts.
In short, that's the case.
Figured that's how they'd feel.
They want us to take out Behemoth.
Right, we didn't take Behemoth down, but we did have an encounter with her. Anise glances at Cinderella.
I don't think that will be a problem.
Did they not say anything about Cinderella?
That's currently considered top secret information. What with all the recent incidents, if it were to come to light that we had joined forces with the heretic, the Ark would be in an uproar.
Which is why nothing's been said about Marion yet, right?
I, as well as Mana, are doing our utmost to keep this under wraps. Even within the central government itself, only a select few are aware of Cinderella. Proceed with the assumption that only Deputy Chief Anderson knows.
And Anderson is incredibly, like, sus. We'll say that much, right? How about Deputy Chief Birmingham?
We're taking special care to ensure he remains in the dark.
Right, like, a lot of people forget about him, and then Papillon, because that's his NIKKE, I believe, or the one that he works with the most. She was left back in Eden from what I last remembered. I think she was... I don't know if she was corroborating with Dorothy or not, but I feel like there was something going on there with her.
If he were to find out about this, he would send troops over here in an instant.
Okay, thanks.
Right. If people in the Ark found out Cinderella's awakened, it'd be pandemonium.
Anise glances at Cinderella again.
Why do you keep sneaking glances at me?
Huh? Nothing.
It's probably because she's incredibly intimidated, right? I would be, I know, especially with the past of Cinderella and being able to take on the Goddess Squad. She's got some skills.
If you're going to eyeball me, at least get a decent look. My beauty should be appreciated properly.
Don't mind if we do.
I'm not sure if she and I are going to get along.
If all we have to do is take down Behemoth, we'll be fine. If I were on my own, I'd be more hesitant. But together with Grave and you guys, it's very much possible. As long as my prince is with me, I can't imagine a scenario where we don't emerge victorious.
Dude, I really like Cinderella. Cinderella smiles at me. She was, again, incredibly intimidating and somebody that I didn't really want to tussle with, but Glad she's on our side now, right?
However, there's no guarantee Behemoth is the only heretic we'll be facing. 4 beasts. As their name implies, there's bound to be 4 of them. Worst comes to worst, we might find ourselves up against 4 heretics at once.
That would not be ideal.
However, if 4 heretics were to engage us in battle...
Hello, welcome to the stream, everyone. Appreciate you guys. Blank screen? Is it really a blank screen? I don't think it is, right? Ash, stop messing with me.
That would mean 4 warriors of my caliber would be needed to rise up and fight them. It's a bit overwhelming. Can you imagine the sheer loveliness of 4 of me? So distracted would we be by such rapturous beauty, it would almost certainly affect our chances of winning.
She's not full of herself at all, I promise.
Okay, now I'm seriously doubting my ability to get along with this lady.
Okay,
She's
perfect,
right.
thank you. How's the audio sound? Is everything good? Are we good? Because I feel like maybe if I'm completely drowning out the game, then
That's
I
why
can
a
adjust.
preemptive strike is our best course of action.
Yeah, especially since we're on Behemoth's home turf. The fact she can command the crystals makes her formidable on her own. If she calls in for reinforcements on top of that, then we'll have a real problem on our hands.
Yeah, we'll be in trouble. That's for damn sure.
So we should hit him fast and hit him hard before they have time to prepare. We may not have absolute, but we do have an ancient heretic on our side. The odds are in our favor.
Still should probably be careful is all I'm saying.
Excuse me, but I object to the term ancient.
Oh, sorry.
It makes me sound old. I prefer the word legendary.
Okay, now I'm sure of it. You and I are definitely not going to get along.
We'll move out as soon as we're finished preparing. Is that okay with you, Commander?
His name is Prince.
No, I call him Commander.
So confrontational, Rapi. That's not like you.
That's it, man. She's got to stake her claim. Personally, I wouldn't object to moving out right now. However, if we're going to go through with this, it would be a good idea to prepare a bit more. What's the latest on Absolute and Grave?
Absolute will rejoin us after maintenance.
Wow, if they're jumping back into the mix that quickly, they must be really peeved.
There's more to it than that. I think they're trying to tell me something.
What are they trying to tell me?
They're not going to wait for me anymore.
She means Absolute, right?
Grave also said she'd be rejoining us after her repairs.
She definitely looked like she needed a tune-up. Apparently, she's a mass-produced model? Impressive.
It's more than impressive. It's... oh. Interesting.
What? What's wrong?
I can't find a word to aptly describe Grave's greatness. I don't think one exists.
So I wonder if she was programmed to be that way, like, more respectful to her creator, right?
Ugh.
Let's go.
Roger.
Also, Mana and I have to get ready for the eradication of Crystal Region. So, we'll have to take a step back from the other parts of the operation.
You'll be focused on destroying Crystal Region?
Yes, your target is the Heretic, while our target is the area itself. The crystals are too dangerous. We have to do something about them. We'll take care of all the necessary preparations. I'm sure you'll all be fine. You've most likely already memorized all there is to know about that area.
Yep, don't touch the crystals or else we'll be sapped of our energy.
However, we won't be able to offer much in the way of support from our side, due to the crystals. We can't even use any A-pillars.
You've been a great help already.
Thank you for saying that.
We're leaving this part of the operation in your hands.
Yes, understood. Rapi, are you really going to take that thing with you?
You mean that box Grave was carrying around? It seems like there's some kind of gun inside it.
Right, the 7 dwarves. That's what she called it, right?
7 dwarfs.
I remember some things, I promise.
I want you to keep it.
You're giving this to me?
Yes.
I thought you had to return it to Snow White.
Cinderella is awake.
Bro.
We have something to do.
So why do we need 7 dwarves? And why does she have 7 dwarves? Because that should be Snow White's gun, right?
I wish to meet with the goddesses, but this is more important right now. You all have dealings with the goddess squad. Please deliver it for me.
But isn't this your primary weapon?
I only borrowed it.
Oh, interesting.
I simply did my best not to break it.
I seem to recall you swinging it around and smashing it an awful lot.
That couldn't be helped. You are Red Hood's successor.
No.
You are connected to the goddess squad. It is fitting for you to deliver this.
Okay, so
Okay.
I have to bring this to Snow
Fine.
White then.
I'll take it.
I wonder, is it the same Snow White that we've been dealing with? Possibly? Or is it like a previous version or a different Snow White?
Since it's precious. Although, I'm not sure if it really suits me.
Commander, we've transformed the structures made from the 8 pillars and created a path across the crystal region. It should allow you to get in and out more quickly.
Okay. You can do that?
Of course. This is what these structures were originally intended for. It's simply a matter of inputting certain sets of data to initiate the transformation. Of course, if Behemoth covers it with crystals, that'll be the end of that. But until then, they should prove useful. Alright, I'm going to head back for repairs.
How nice! She came all the way out here to explain things to us. Mana is helping with Graves' repairs, right? Yeah. She said she could handle the basics. She'll be sending Grave back our way as soon as possible.
Good. Now, let's go take down Behemoth. I don't want to take down Behemoth, though. I want to recruit Behemoth if possible, because it's probably the best looking character that I've seen yet. Quite honestly, my favorite design. I'm very intrigued at where things are going,
No
though, I'll
one
say
will
that
get
much.
hurt. Let's finish this quickly.
Dude. Oh, this is getting pretty good. But it should be no surprise, because honestly, story and NIKKE, probably the best thing about it, inside of course, you know, top tier characters to use, and we can definitely fix her, Jeff. We can. We know we can. It's gonna be one of those instances I think that we're probably gonna need that character rehabilitation, because we currently only have Nihilista, right? So throw Behemoth in there as well, and then we can work towards fixing her. That's all we gotta do. We just gotta fix her. I wonder who the other ones are, though. Like, I know that we've seen a tease of Leviathan, but who are the other 2 of the 4 beasts, right? Because if we got Leviathan and Behemoth, it makes me think that they may be 2 other, like, mythical creatures.
Here I go.
And I wonder which ones
You
they
want
could
me
be
to
named
get on
after.
it?
Are we gonna have to
That
fight?
didn't come out
I
right.
can't see there being a Kraken, because we've already had, like, a Kraken raptor that we had to fight, too.
Is this a new venue for the party?
My feet
Just makes
keep
me
getting
wonder.
caught in the hem of this dress.
I'm sure I'll learn in due time. Oof. I will say this much, though. Playing through the In the Mirror minigame,
For a new fight.
there was a really cool boss battle that I got to do recently. And this might be spoilery if you haven't gotten to this point, but there's like these 4 different raptors that you have to fight at the same time, and they represent 4 characters.
Under the light of the
And
kingdom.
it's a really, really
Not
fun
in
fight,
head
and it was
back.
super hectic, and I had to really manage my distance from the 4 different raptors and like make sure that I was waiting for my health to recharge because I was getting hit so much, and it was super intense. But I love the references. They're subtle, especially if you didn't really like pay attention to the story or anything. But the way that battle plays out and how
I
it
will move
ends,
as you wish.
that like the conclusion of
go.
that fight is just
Everybody get ready.
it's so good,
There's no way I can run in this thing.
because it's very, again, reminiscent, very on the nose of an event that happens within another side story event that we ended up getting. Not a specific side story, but
May
a
the
past
Creator bless us.
temporary event. Red Hood's event. That is fantastic. And after I did that like boss fight, I had to go back and rewatch the animated cutscene that we get at the end of the Red Hood event. Just because of again the symbology there, right? But I think I'm at like
Fancy a drink?
a point now in the mirror game where I can't finish it because I'm waiting on story 2 to unlock before I can actually get an item that I need to progress. And maybe that's
You want me
not
to
what
get
I'm
on it?
actually like
Route them in there and
stuck at right now,
I
but
will
I'm
move
stuck
as you
somewhere
wish.
where I can't progress. At least it feels that way because there's like these like pillars of like fire that are coming out of the ground and I can't progress past them, so I don't know if there's like an ability or something I have to unlock somewhere. While we're on the move, Anise pulls me aside.
Commander, could we talk to you privately for a moment? Without Cinderella?
What is it?
Your blood. Does it contain Bauhaus?
No, of course not.
What? I'll take that as a yes. I saw Bauhaus bullets when we were in Eden. And when you had that hole in your stomach before, you yelled at us to stay away.
Just trying to keep you safe.
Then when you punched Behemoth and your hand was all bloody, she went crazy for a moment. Considering how obvious these signs are, I'd have to be a real idiot not to figure that your blood contains Bauhaus.
Well, at least she's not dense.
I don't know. Idiot may be a bit harsh. Anyway, why did you keep it a secret from us? You could have warned us.
I believe, if I recall correctly, it was Cecil that told us not to tell anybody about it because it could be a very big problem for the commander if it was made known.
Told us that if we came into contact with your blood, our entire nymph would be wiped out. When you were injured before, what if we rushed over and tried to stop the bleeding?
And also because we're one of very few people that have that blood type.
Did you think we couldn't keep a secret? That we'd go around blabbing about it?
I knew better than anyone that you wouldn't do that. Bauhaus is a rare commodity. That means a lot of people are after it. If I drag you all into this, it'd only put you in danger.
And fighting heretics is the definition of safety?
I'm sorry.
I appreciate you wanting to protect us, but I'm pretty sure we can deal with any situations that come our way. Anything would be better than getting caught up in something when we don't know anything. I can't stand it.
I say we create a manual for what to do when Master is injured.
Good idea.
Stay away from his blood.
My nymph is gone,
Rule
so
number
I'll be
one.
able to stop any bleeding.
Oh boy.
You won't be able to stop anything if you're unconscious like last time.
Neon?
Oh, sorry.
I'll be as careful as I can.
The best solution would be for the commander to not get hurt in the first place.
Correct. Or we could get like one of those extendo arms or something where they can use that to repair me, patch me up, right?
Given your previous track record, however, I think we all know how unlikely that is. Wouldn't it be better if Neon and I each took a small shot of Bauhaus?
That's too dangerous.
How so?
Bauhaus, for lack of better phrasing, makes you mortal. Remember what Exia told us? Nikke's brain is practically immortal thanks to Nymph. Without it, that's no longer the case.
I never planned on living that long anyway.
With Nymph, there's always the option of a memory wipe if you're seriously injured. Afterwards, you can have any necessary knowledge injected back into your brain. Corruption can be treated. If you're corrupted and you don't have Nymph, you know what happens.
You're talking about Marion.
Yeah, that's right. Johan is modified. He's good to go. but I definitely still have my suspicions about Anderson. There's some kind of link there. So I wonder what's the relation between Anderson and the commander? Because I feel like it's a little bit more closely related than Johann specifically. But yes, the commander definitely does need to modify himself as well. Unless it's an absolute emergency, I want to avoid using Vaphouse. So you could drop the idea of getting injected with it.
Okay, understood. But what should we do if Master gets hurt?
Let me bleed out and die.
Alright, if the commander gets seriously hurt and Rapi isn't available, I say we go ahead and treat him. Knowing full well we might be exposed to Vaphouse? Yes.
So they're gonna put themselves in harm's way and become mortal just for my own safety? Those are dedicated Nikkes.
It's preferable to standing there and watching you die.
That's right. That's too horrible to even consider. Good. Then it's decided.
Still too dangerous.
If you don't want it to happen, don't get hurt.
Okay.
But Master, we're going to go fight a heretic. But didn't we use up all the Vaphouse bullets? I think we should replenish our inventory.
That's a good call. Agreed. I've been trying to contact Cecil, but haven't been able to reach her.
That, and the fact they haven't done anything regarding Dorothy, tells me something's happening in Eden.
Yeah. That was kind of teased and hinted at, right, a couple chapters ago.
It might be a good idea to stop by if we have time.
Right. I'm also concerned about Papillon.
Beautiful.
She just stared at herself again.
Resolving internal conflicts amicably, and then proceeding to a discussion of the next objective at once. It's beautiful.
How long have you been listening? How much did you hear?
It doesn't matter. I'm not interested in the content. I was more intrigued by the flow of the conversation. I'm so glad that it wrapped up beautifully.
She's so strange.
I hope the same happens with our pursuits.
But I guess she just didn't want to be left out, right? I can't blame her. Nobody ever wants to be left out of a conversation. It's like, oh, I wonder what they're talking about over there. Let me just go over and busy nose a little. Huh?
They are as candid.
Oh,
The
okay.
better
You
goes
guys
out.
aren't talking about me? Well, what are you really talking about? She's like, I don't really care about it, whatever.
Under the light of the kingdom.
Dude,
all shall be
Cinderella. I got a feeling there's a couple big story moments coming for her, specifically, right? They're really going to try to push her badassery, I think, in order to make sure that as many people as possible are going to pull for her. And hopefully everybody's pulls have been going good. Had a couple reports of some people having some horrendous luck, unfortunately, but
Under the
I
light of the
could
kingdom.
potentially
all
right now
shall
go
be
max LB her if I wanted to, and then I could also more than likely max core her as well with how many tickets I have saved.
We will also
Because I'm
emerge
almost
victorious,
completely
so
out
long as
of
we never give
gems.
up hope.
Considering the fact that I pulled, I think probably over 150, possibly 200 times by now. And I still only got 2 copies of her, so the rates are a little unforgiving, at least for me, personally. But I'm saving all of my tickets for the Stellar Blade collaboration, just so you guys know. Temporary Repair Center at Reclamation Site 01.
The repairs are complete.
Thank you.
Can I ask you something? How do you and Cinderella know each
Good
other?
save, Mana.
We've known each other for a long time. We're like family.
I see.
Can I go now? I have to join them as soon as possible. I can't leave Cinderella alone.
So we're all still in agreement, right, that Grave is definitely Abe?
Yes, you can go. But I wouldn't recommend it.
I think that's obvious, right? It's gotta be.
You won't be much help to them. Not with your current specifications. And you already handed over your only weapon to Rapi.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
It's okay.
not that I need spoilers, but currently, has it been explained as to what the reasoning behind Abe's research is? Like, what her ultimate goal is with her research? Because she also started, or from what we understand, she started research, or the creation of Hansel and Gretel, unbeknownst to the central government, right? Because Oswald was kind of like put off by that, and he was like, oh, who are these other two? Because you were only supposed to be working on these 3 different NIKKEs.
Being there is enough.
So I wonder what their importance is, and hopefully we do find it, because that'd be really good, or maybe that'll be like Story 2 stuff when that releases.
I'm content to watch the story unfold.
I've got a lot of questions.
Give me some time.
For what?
But if that's the case, Grave is incredibly important when it comes to the overall story.
I'll make it so that you're of use to Cinderella. I brought some spare parts with me. That should give you a fairly significant upgrade.
Okay.
There are some other armaments that are still in the testing phase, but I'll fine-tune them before issuing those to you.
So maybe this is how Grave gets her outfit that we're going to be or the one that we're going to end up seeing her in when she is a recruitable character.
Will I be stronger?
In like a couple of weeks or something, right?
Yes, you will.
Will it take long?
Or possibly next week? When does the
No.
banner go live for
You'll
Grave?
still be able to join them in time.
Very well.
I'm glad you agree.
I do have a suggestion.
Yes?
The crystal that took glass slippers.
The mirror container?
Yes, that one. Can I be outfitted with that?
A rapture part?
Huh.
I see. Yes, that would be most effective.
I would appreciate it.
All right. Understood.
There was something else said about that as well. There were other NIKKEs with Rapture parts as well, right? I can't remember specifically, but I feel like that was also something that was mentioned in the story recently. It may have been in the last chapter.
I have a question. Why are you being so kind to me? You have no reason to be using all these precious parts on me.
When I was tending to you in the Harmony Cube, I noticed something unusual about your fingers. They're made of rather old technology,
Oh,
but they were only given to top-notch technicians.
so she's aware.
They were meant for work which demands precision.
She's aware that she's a researcher from the past.
My own fingers are from the same series as yours. Of course, with the passing of time, only traces of the original technology remain. But all of the NIKKEs affiliated with MMR, where I belong, are outfitted with the same parts as you.
But Mana wouldn't have been a mass-produced NIKKE, right?
I don't know what you did in the past, or what kind of NIKKE you were. But one thing is certain. You are our predecessor. Consider this a small token of my appreciation. For you laying the scientific foundation, which has allowed us NIKKEs, and humanity, to advance to where we are today.
Nice to see you're so appreciative.
It's the least I can do. Are you crying?
No. I don't cry anymore.
Sure sounds like you're crying, Grave.
I see. I'll pretend I didn't see anything.
Aw, man. I really wish that we get to encounter Siren and Hansel and Gretel and Red Shoes again in the future. Hopefully they're not, like, done away with.
Here I go.
Because I really want Siren to be a
I
recruitable
will move
character.
as you wish.
Even though I know that she's a little bit, she's a little annoying in the story. With all the, like, grunting and groaning or whatever, but I guess that's just a side effect of having the Kodadama, right? unfortunately.
No one will
Maybe
get
she can
hurt.
get a mask similar to Maiden at some point. If we get her. If she's a recruitable character at some point. But dude, I'm really liking the second generation Grimm's models, Nikke's.
Under the light of the kingdom.
I think they knocked it in the park with the designs. They're very over the top. Just the right amount of loot. But Hansel and Gretel, I still got that suspicion that they are going to be a singular unit. Like, I feel like both of them are just going to be a single Nikke that we get to use. And that'd be so insane. I hope they don't make them like a separate duo, like the bunnies or whatever.
My feet keep out them in
But
their
if they do, they do.
Yes, you want me to get on it?
I just have a feeling that everything
come out right.
in the story kind of like points towards them being a single unit. And if that's the case, I got a feeling it's going to be a very pulled-on banner.
I will look over everyone.
2 for the price of 1, right? Sheesh. Whoa.
Under the light of the kingdom, all shall meet.
We are out of harm's way, fleeting as it may be.
So we've got chapter 33 to do today, and then chapter 34, I think is the next one.
Bicep.
Unfortunately, I did see one kind of spoilery thing, and I didn't really see like it in its entirety. But I did see like this image that somebody had posted in the thumbnail of the video on YouTube, and I very quickly like scrolled past it because I didn't want to see anything. And I don't even really remember what it looks like, but they were hinting at like another version of Rapi or something. So that kind of has been spoiled for me, unfortunately. But again, I don't remember what it looks like. I have no idea how it plays out, so that's mainly what I'm looking forward to. But I definitely owe it to you guys to be honest about it. Like, I have seen a leak in some capacity. But it's not going to take away from, like, when I get to see the scene. Let me tell you.
Your king shall secure another victory for the crown.
All I know is that there are a lot of upcoming Nikkes that I'm incredibly excited to see, and hopefully eventually get to recruit. We've got like a new version of Bihara
Under the light of the kingdom.
eventually. I don't know if Uni's going to be recruitable. I highly doubt it. I don't really know if I'd pull on a Uni banner the way that she looks now. But Bihara, I'm definitely going to be trying to get. And then, of course, if we see like the release of other characters that have been kind of on the bench for a while, like EH or K would be another great character as well that I'd like to see available. We got Romani, which was really nice. I wasn't expecting to see her anytime soon, but they took her off the bench. Now she's in game.
I am not the only second-generation Grimm's model.
Ooh!
There were many others besides me. And the one who created us was Grave.
Well, there you go. There's the confirmation. Official confirmation. Not that I didn't believe you guys. Obviously, I do. But there it is. There it is.
Huh? What?
Grave. It was Grave who made us. She is a genius. At the time, we were amongst the most powerful Nikkes to have been manufactured, and Grave created us all on her own. On top of that,
True.
She is beautiful. She's perfection.
What happened to her?
That is a secret.
Oh, come on.
If I talk about it, I might cry, and so I will refrain from doing so.
Maybe somebody ripped her head off, possibly. Maybe.
I will keep it as a beautiful memory between Grave and myself.
So beautiful.
What were you all built for?
The Grimm's models?
To be marketed as the more powerful versions of Nikkes that were superior to the Goddess Squad.
Isn't that obvious? What else are Nikkes meant to do? Eliminate humanity's enemies and give the world back to humans. That's it.
These are such broad, sweeping declarations. Yet you make it sound like it's all so easy.
What do you mean?
There's no way we can win against these raptures.
Yeah, there's definitely a massive difference in their attitudes, right?
Oh my goodness! What a horrible sentiment!
The older Nikkes versus the more modern models.
Then why are you here?
Huh?
If you're convinced that we'll lose, what are you doing here?
It seems like they made them more and more human, more and more fearful.
Are you simply looking for an ideal place to die? Do you all feel the same way that she does?
No, Anise was just joking.
I knew it. I knew there was no way any of you would have such terrible thoughts. Not only is it not beautiful, it's almost disgraceful.
Oof.
So, not wanting to sacrifice yourself for humanity is disgraceful?
That's not quite what I meant. Allow me to elaborate. Risking your life without good reason is disgraceful. Because you would be throwing away the most precious thing without purpose. You are all going to face Behemoth. So you're putting your lives on the line right now.
She makes a good point.
So I'm curious, what is the reason for your doing so? What is it that makes you willing to potentially give your life? What do you strive for? What do you live for?
She's asking all the important questions.
I don't know your story, but you mustn't amble through life thoughtlessly, merely doing what you're told. That's no story at all. I am my own master.
Dude, I like that. Cinderella, dude. Big applause, big applause.
If you have not found a reason, then you must do so quickly. It would be far from beautiful if you were to die before finding one.
Spoken like a true pilgrim.
I intended to be motivational, but apparently I had the opposite effect.
I don't think so.
I'll make it up to you all by fighting extra hard.
That was a great scene. I really like Cinderella. She's got it figured out though, right? Like, she's sure of herself. She knows what she's in this for.
My feet keep getting caught in the hem of this dress.
She understands what they were made for, what her purpose is. She's accepted it, and she's not just gonna take crap lying down,
Everybody
right?
get ready. I will move as you wish.
Dude, that was freaking great. And again, her voice actresses do a fantastic job, right? Gotta give props where they're due. Incredible. Ah, man. Now, if only I could get a couple more copies of her, potentially with a free recruitment, would be ideal. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm looking forward to right now, as of recording this and streaming it.
Under the light of the kingdom.
Really looking forward to the upcoming collaboration with Stellar Blade, which I'm not sure when it's going to happen, but I know that it is one of the next big things that is in store for NIKKE at some point, is that collaboration. And I'm not sure which characters are going to be made available, but of course Eve is going to be, you know, more than likely the main collab character. And I would love to see, like, if Raven or Tacky were recruitable, because I would break the bank on those characters, especially Raven. If Raven's available, dude, I swear I will use every single golden mileage ticket that I have.
Bicep.
Yeah, Cinderella's definitely the therapist, 100%. It's like she said, she was trying to be motivational, and obviously, you know, I think she definitely made them question exactly what they were fighting
Under the light of the kingdom.
So I think it was well said. Well said. But very much spoken like a true pilgrim, making sure that they realize what kind of like stakes are at play there, right? You're fighting, you're throwing down your life, you need to have a purpose for that. You can't just like go and do it because it's like, oh, I gotta follow orders.
Did you see? Your king has won another victory.
Definitely gotta say, like, all of pilgrims are way more confident and sure of themselves than any of the manufactured
My
Nikkes
feet
from
keep
within
getting
the
caught in the
arc,
hem
right?
of this dress.
They definitely
I
have a
will
little
move as you
more
wish. Everybody get ready.
confidence.
There's no way I can run in this thing.
They're more sure of themselves, and they're definitely, well, it goes without saying, they're more powerful. That's for sure. But I feel like they've been through it, you know, like out living on the surface, kind of like making sure that they're not just cozy
The
up
hour of retribution
behind the walls of the ark, and they're dealing with all the
Under
dangers
the light
on
of
a
the
day-to-day
kingdom, I'll
basis.
take lead. Everyone follow
So
me.
they're definitely a little more familiar with like how the actual world is, right? Not this like contained life. Again, the developers really did a great job with the story in this game, and it's in all instances of the game, in my opinion. There's a couple of like event stories that we've gotten, but even then, they still add context to the characters, and I'm sure it's relatable for like some people. But like, there's been a couple of like events that I've been like, whatever. Like even the Life Again one that we just got, I know was supposed to be more of like a tug at your heartstrings, like sort of story, but it didn't really like hit that mark with me. It's not that I'm empathetic, or not empathetic, but it's just one of those stories that I'm like, it's trying too hard to kind of like tug at my emotions. Where there's been like other event stories that have definitely affected my emotions a lot more without trying as hard. Like Lovely Lonely Cat. Freaking Cat Quest, man. With Nero. Oh, dude. That one tugged at the heartstrings. If we can get anything more like that, like really impactful quests, those are the best story moments in my opinion.
My feet keep getting caught in the hem of this dress.
Whose line was that? Oh, that's Red Hood, because I got the outfit on her.
That didn't come out right.
I probably should try
Step
out
back. It is dangerous.
Rapunzel as well, Pure Grace.
Wait, that didn't come out
She seems like she's got a really interesting kit, something that we haven't really like seen before. So I wonder like where she's gonna shine in combat. Obviously she's a support unit, but I mean, I wonder like if they're gonna implement another boss that's gonna require you to have like shields or, you know, something that kind of coincides with her skill set. They wouldn't introduce a character that has those abilities for no reason. Like there's obviously like future plans to make sure that she's a usable pilgrim that people are gonna gravitate towards having in their party, at least for those instances.
I will move as you wish.
This is the direction I meant to go.
Brought them in their entirety.
You want me to get on it? Wait,
oh man,
that didn't come out right.
Yeah, there's some good stuff going on with NIKKE for the 2nd anniversary. Gotta say, lots of rewards. I've been again trying to amass as many vouchers, advanced recruit vouchers as I can. And I've been spending them, like as soon as I get enough for 10 pulls, I immediately do a 10 pull for hopefully another copy of Cinderella. But unfortunately I have not gotten any past what you guys have already seen, more than likely in the previous video. So the first story part video where I like went and broke the bank on Cinderella, I literally have only had 2 copies and I have not gotten another copy since. So rough as that is,
Fancy a drink?
it is what it is. Hopefully we can get another copy or 2, and then I can max LB her before the event like goes away. But I'm not too like crazy about it because I believe she's going to get added to the standard recruit pool anyways, right?
It is dangerous.
Obviously, like pilgrims, not as easy to recruit as any other type of character, but for some reason, I don't know if my account's bugged or whatever the heck is going on with it, and I'm not trying to brag, but like for whatever reason, I really tend to get pilgrims frequently, on my account, which I'm not mad at it. I mean, Shift Up just wants to keep throwing all the pilgrims my way. I really appreciate it.
Under the light of the kingdom.
But this is definitely one of the instances of like me not
You
getting
must persevere.
a whole lot from the banner, which I'm very honest about, is not usually the case. Like usually I get the banner character very quickly. This time around, however, it was like, all right, we'll give you
The party
Cinderella
isn't over
after,
yet, is it?
I think it was like
Let's
50
go
or
back
60
and
pulls or
enjoy
something.
ourselves.
And then I got one other copy and then nothing else. And now I'm broke. Thank you.
Here I go.
Step back. It is dangerous.
There's no way I can run.
But I have a
this
feeling
thing.
once I have her built, she's probably going to be like a mainstay character in my squad. I don't know who she's going to replace, but I got a
May the
feeling that I'm
Creator
probably
bless
going to
us.
end up like taking Rapunzel out of my party for a bit, because I've been relying heavily on Rapunzel for a lot of different like instances. I just feel like if I have Cinderella, I'll be able to have that like high health unit
Under the
that
light of the
is
kingdom.
capable of pushing a lot more
Let's
damage, and that way I won't really have to
The
take as
hour
much
of
damage.
retribution draws
So do more
near.
damage, not have to heal as much, right? Not have to try to survive as long. And then I feel like Red Hood could definitely like pick up the slack, where I'm going to be losing Rapunzel out of the team setup.
Did you see? Your king has won another victory.
Either that, or I'm just going to have to completely like build a whole separate squad that are like HP based units, which is another possibility, I guess. So I would have to utilize
move as you
probably like
wish.
Romani, Mast,
You want me to
Is this a new
Cinderella.
venue for the party?
and then probably, I guess 2B would be good in a setup like that too, though, wouldn't she?
I will move as
But
you
she's
wish.
HP based as well, I believe. So there's a couple of like interesting characters that I could comprise a separate team with, of like all HP units. It's a thought.
Outfit for a new fight. Go get 'em, Bolt.
Are these different raptors?
Let's finish this
I
quickly.
don't remember seeing these designs.
Under the light of the kingdom, I'll
Oh,
take lead.
shall kneel.
Everyone follow me and attack.
It has been a long time since I've done any story stuff. Like, even hard mode, I just kind of like took a break on that as well. I think I hit a wall or something. I was like, yeah, whatever, I'm not going back to it. And I mean, that was like probably 2 months
Fancy
ago.
a drink?
Just haven't touched anything. As long as I'm at the top of the leaderboard on my server, I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
Prince, come here and look at this.
What is it?
It's a crystal, but the surface is reflective, like a mirror. Could you stand next to me for a moment?
Sure. I stand next to Cinderella. In the crystal, in front of us, our reflections stand side by side.
What a beautiful sight.
What are you doing?
We're taking a selfie. This is a crystal selfie.
I'm gazing at the beauty of us together.
Oof.
Please. You two don't have any chemistry at all.
Shh, Anise, calm down.
Besides, stopping for nonsense like this only puts the commander in unnecessary danger.
Don't be a blocker, okay? Don't block me.
Nothing of the sort will occur, because I'm here to protect him.
Weren't you asleep for over a century? Why do you talk as if you know everything?
That's what it is. She's been asleep for a century, so she's got some needs, okay? Need to be taken care of. Can you blame her?
Anise, you don't like me, do you?
She's just jealous, that's all.
not true.
It's catty girl stuff.
You've been attempting to pick a fight with me for a while now. What is it about me that irks you so? If you don't tell me, then I'll never know.
I can't stand you prattling on endlessly about beauty and all that nonsense.
Dude. yeah, Anise is totally doing the Rapi. She's like, yeah, my man.
Does my pulchritude displease you?
Yes, it's hard enough staying alive out here. Who's got time to care about looks? You have no idea how bad things are. Beauty and other such notions are long gone, vanished to the realm of myth.
I wouldn't say that.
We're in a world where those concepts are no longer important, nor should they be.
If you look at all the NIKKEs that are currently manufactured and available, Anise, you cannot be more wrong, okay? Beauty is very alive and present.
Oh. Have I made you feel poorly about yourself?
What?
Beauty must have been something that you valued above all else. But right now, you couldn't be further from it. Hearing someone else talk about something you used to value, but were unable to attain, does it make you feel bad about yourself?
Oh man, she's getting inside of her head.
Especially because I, a stranger, embody it so naturally.
You've got some nerve talking to me like that. What do you know?
Yeah, it's a little condescending.
Your nails, your hair, your skin. Yes, you pursued beauty, enough that you've taken care of yourself. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I perused it, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. So I've got a bit of lingering resentment and I took it out on you. Satisfied?
Not beautiful. Not one bit.
Screw you!
Oof.
You don't know me.
We're gonna have a throwdown here.
There's no time for ridiculous things like that in the world. Not anymore. What's the use in obsessing over beauty with things as they are? I don't see the point in it.
I can't understand you. If you don't feel beautiful yourself, you will never understand me.
I didn't always look like this. Before I...
But why are you like this now? Why are you no longer trying to become beautiful? Why did you ruin your beauty with your own hands?
She got so many questions, and each and every single one of them was like a dagger.
Do you think this is how I wanted things to go? It wasn't me. It was because of others.
Such things can happen, but you can overcome it. Do you ever think about becoming beautiful again?
I don't know.
That's no answer. You can be beautiful anytime. You must know that. It's the same for everyone. Even if you're caked in mud or drenched in blood, your beauty can always shine.
What a motivational speaker. Yep, definitely a therapist.
If you approach things with that mindset, if you consciously decide to become beautiful, it will happen immediately.
I got a feeling that Cinderella would get along really well with Dorothy. Cinderella glances back and forth between Rapi, Neon, and me.
So many mirrors. I'm envious.
Cinderella turns around and slowly walks off.
It's okay, Anise. I think you're beautiful. Even though you've put on a bit of weight recently.
You didn't need to point that out, Neon.
I guess now's not the time for jokes.
No, it's not.
Anise.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Anise walks ahead.
This reminds me of the old days.
Before she was a NIKKE? Anise slowly looks up at the sky. Up on the surface, it was so nice to just sit and watch the clouds pass by.
I don't see what's so nice about it.
Interesting. I like that. A little bit of foreshadowing. Some backstory for Anise. Got me curious. I wonder.
My feet keep getting caught in the hem of this dress.
Step back.
I wonder.
It is dangerous.
There's no way I can run in this thing.
Those are the key moments that I'm talking about that I really like about the story in this game, right? It's very subtle things like that.
May the Creator bless us.
They tell you without telling you. So I wonder what it was in her past life that caused her to want to become a
Under the light
Nikke.
of the kingdom.
How it relates to like beauty or wanting to be beautiful. I wonder if maybe she was like bullied or something when she was human about like her appearance or her looks. If I had to guess, that's probably what the story is there.
Did you see? Your king has won another victory.
Could have been a weight thing, possibly. I mean, they do keep kind of like throwing
Here
that
I
at
go.
her, right?
There's no way I can run.
Everybody get
It's
ready.
not the first time that anybody's brought up her weight
keep
to
getting
her.
caught in the hem of this dress.
A new outfit for a new fight. Go get him, Bolt.
This life will keep me going.
Just like a log.
I don't know why, but I'm thinking that probably the next story
Under the light
segment
of the
is going to
kingdom.
be
Let's wipe them out and head back.
probably focus on Grave and her upgrades for equipment. We're going to check back in with her. That's what I'm thinking.
The party isn't over yet, is it? Let's go back and enjoy ourselves.
All right. Let's see how this is going to play out.
You want me to get on it? Oh, wait, that didn't come out right. Here I go.
Is this a new venue for the
Look, it's
party?
run 17
I will
now.
move as
There's
you
what,
wish.
probably 30 missions for this chapter. Splash!
Huh?
Oh, I was wrong. Huh?
What's wrong?
I just stepped in a puddle. But the water is so black.
Oh! We know what that is.
Get away from it.
Now look at the puddle that Neon stepped in. It comprised a jet black viscous liquid. Liquid, you know what I meant to say? Viscous liquid. It's closer to oil or tar rather than water. This is what Behemoth's body was encased in.
She called it dark matter.
This wasn't here when we came before, was it?
So we're probably on her trail.
No, it wasn't. I think we should keep our distance.
Everyone, look at this.
The black liquid on Neon's shoe begins to wriggle around. The globule moves on its own and eventually disappears back into the puddle.
I don't like this. Not one bit.
I got a feeling that puddle is probably strategically placed so that way anybody steps in that puddle, it's probably going to notify Leviathan that we're approaching.
Yeah, this is something out of a horror movie. You get close to the puddle, and then a hand pops out and grabs you.
Or a head, because we've seen some imagery in the second anniversary stream, right?
You always seem to be weirdly accurate in your predictions, so please, stop talking.
There seems to be more than one of these puddles.
It's
I'll
traps. Cinderella floats up in the air.
Wow, she can even fly?
Anise, how long are you going to keep fighting with Cinderella?
What? I'm not doing anything.
You were fighting just a moment ago.
That wasn't a fight. If it was one-sided because she made a fool of me.
Dude, she's really hard on herself.
That's true. You just stood there and took it, trembling in anger.
Ugh. Everything she said was 100% correct. What am I doing here?
Isn't being with us enough?
It's more than enough, Commander. It's just that I don't know what lies ahead for me.
I don't either.
I thought we were supposed to help Master become the ruler of the Ark?
The ruler of the Ark?
That's true.
Not quite.
But what should I do going forward?
What the squad hopes to achieve and what you hope to achieve don't have to be the same thing.
No, but they definitely need to find some sort of goal. some reason, purpose.
I don't get it. I don't quite follow either, to be honest. Heck, I'm not even sure what I'm saying.
Cinderella lands back on the ground. Well,
There's a problem.
what is it?
First off, there are many of those black puddles in the area. We should be able to avoid them, but we'll have to move carefully. Also, I saw someone in one of the puddles.
Ah, there we go.
Come again?
There we go.
Let's go check.
No, wait! Who or what was it?
Someone I don't know.
I figured that much. It'd be pretty weird if you did know them.
Cinderella. That person you saw. Was it a girl with a childlike face?
How does Rapi know?
With big, piercing eyes?
Yes, that's right. How did you know?
She's right over there.
All of us turn in the direction that Rapi is pointing. And in a black puddle, half submerged, a girl looks directly at us.
Ah! What is that thing? A water ghost! Firepower! Firepower has always been effective at exorcising demon spirits.
We're in trouble.
Get a hold of yourselves. That's no ghost. Or at least, I don't think so.
So you're the ones
Oh boy, here we go.
who gave Behemoth such a hard time.
Yeah, that's us.
Glass slippers, full contact. Fire.
Oof. Several beams of blue light come out of Cinderella's glass slippers and surge towards the black puddle. The mysterious figure fully submerges herself under the puddle's surface, which seems to absorb and dissipate the light beam. The puddle begins to bubble and boil. The girl shows her face again.
Did you see that? The attack didn't do anything. It's a ghost. I saw it too.
Relax. She just went inside the puddle and came back out. That's it. That's probably it.
Attacking me when we haven't even been properly introduced?
You're Behemoth's comrade, are you not?
Yes, I am Leviathan.
Oh boy.
Are you the oh so majestic Anachiro that Behemoth has been talking about?
Not anymore.
Well, you seem to be. I think I'll take that body of yours.
Take our body. Black puddle that Leviathan was in begins to expand. Almost instantly, the surrounding area is engulfed in darkness. Everyone, pull back! Don't let it touch you! The black puddle continues to rapidly expand as we turn to flee from the approaching darkness. A crystal wall appears in front of us.
Hey now.
Wow, baby! There she is! That's what I'm talking about. Hello, Behemoth. Good lord. Best character design. 10 out of 10. 100 out of 10. Gotta have. Please, God, please let me have Behemoth.
Where are you rushing off to?
Good lord, dude. Behemoth!
Everyone, out of the way. I'll break the crystal.
Now, don't you go disrupting this carefully planned ambush of ours.
And that voice, man. Oh, dude. Behemoth's pincer seizes Cinderella's glass slippers.
That should disable them nicely.
Aim for her abdomen. Definitely best girl. Definitely.
Take this, you mother...
Whoa! Whoa! Calm down there, Anise. Rapi, Anise, and Neon open fire. But Behemoth absorbs every single bullet without flinching.
Damn. Huh? The puddle is getting closer!
As Rapi's hair begins to turn red. The crystal which is blocking our path shatters.
What?
She's here.
A NIKKE charges through the flurry of flying crystalline fragments. Hello? Grave. Modified grave. Her face is half covered with a cracked helmet, and she carries a massive coffin. That cracked helmet's not gonna protect her from the Kodadama anymore, though, will it? Grave?
Don't touch Cinderella.
Dude. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. It just keeps getting better and better with every single quest. Oh, man, so many good characters, dude.
May the Creator bless us.
I am incredibly excited to see how things are gonna play. This is getting super hype. But good lord, do we ever need Behemoth, please? Please.
Under the light of the kingdom,
Show them no quarter.
I swear they better not kill her off and make her, like, unattainable. I will be destroyed.
You are out of harm's way, fleeting as it may be.
Dude, I love her so much. She's such a good design.
wipe them out and head back.
And again, the voice, super seductive. Like, ah, man, so good.
Fancy a drink?
Yep. Man.
Writer's eraser. Ready.
Writer's eraser? That's a contradiction. The weapon Grave is holding roars to life.
Blot it all out.
A massive fusillade of light beams. Yeah, I know I'm reading things backwards. A massive fusillade of light beams slam into Behemoth relentlessly, and she staggers backwards.
Who the hell are you?
Honestly, it has been going really good. Really good, and I'm incredibly excited because things are only now really getting like super hyped because all of my favorite characters are here.
Stop talking.
Grave is a badass.
And I made such a grand entrance.
Not as grand as mine.
Oh man.
Well, good for you.
So beautiful.
Look at yourself, Behemoth! You can't even
She's
move.
petrified.
It's not that. These rounds pack a mean punch, that's all.
Oh boy, I should film this. This is too funny.
I got a feeling that Leviathan's really gonna get on my nerves.
Go right ahead, because I'm about to pull out a real showstopper.
Please. A multitude of crystals race along the ground towards Grave. Grave, move! With a remarkable calm, Grave nudges ever so slightly to the side, taking measured half steps. A slight twist of the waist, a tilt of the head. None of the crystals so much as graze her.
What the?
Dude, she's got skills, okay? She's got skills.
Those are no use anymore.
This is impossible.
Another strand of crystals races along the ground, and Grave once again evades them with the same subtle movements. All the while, she continues to fire at Behemoth.
Did you see that? She dodged every last one.
How did she do that?
Oh, dude, look at the character model for Leviathan. Holy crap, dude. Can we get this? Let's get this out of the way for a second. Holy smokes. That is fantastic. Yeah, Graves got Ultra Instinct. That's definitely what it is. It's just like zipping around everything. Completely autonomous, right? God, dude. This is freaking sick. I love the character designs. Again, Behemoth, though, peak character for me. Gotta appreciate Leviathan as much as I feel like she's gonna be annoying.
She's amazing.
She is amazing. And so are you. Don't discredit yourself, Behemoth, please.
Stop complimenting her, you idiot! Hurry up and finish her off!
That mouth, though. Sheesh. Holy, dude.
Okay.
Why do I feel like Leviathan and, why can't I remember her name? Pink Shorts, likes to eat steel. I feel like they would get along really well. And her name is really just escaping me now because I do know what it is. You guys know who I'm talking about anyways. It'll come to me.
I'll take that back. Thank you very much.
They all have sharp teeth. Every single one of them. Cinderella's glass slippers broke free from Behemoth's pincers.
Hanichiro, your strength is impressive.
It's not just strength.
Jackal. There you go. That's what it is. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like they would all be really good friends. They can chomp down on whatever. Blue light beams extend from glass slippers and rain down on Behemoth.
What are you doing? Get out of there!
Dude, they weren't kidding about the piercing look in her eyes either, though, right?
I can't. There are too many of them.
But that look of fear on Behemoth's face right here? Good lord. Good lord.
And these shots from the lady with the coffin are brutal.
Good grief. Amazing. That thing can't move an inch with Grave and Cinderella working together.
They are a formidable pair.
The water puddle is expanding faster!
Let's get out of here. We don't know what will happen if it touches us.
Okay.
It is kind of tempting, though. Don't you want to dive in just once?
Eon, please.
Save it for the next life.
Now's not the time. Rapi stands still and looks back and forth between Behemoth and Leviathan. Black puddle is rapidly approaching her feet. Rapi, get back! Rapi deftly dodges the black puddle.
Superhuman. Take this stake and drive it into the ground.
Superhuman? Is that me? Is she referring to me as superhuman? I take a large stake that Grave is holding and plunge it into the ground. A barrage of crystals crash down on Behemoth.
What? That's supposed to be mine!
Serves you right.
Huh? How come you're talking differently all of a sudden?
Run, superhuman.
Dude, I like Grave a lot. She's giving me chills. I turn and start running. A bright light erupts from behind.
No! I was filming!
Was that a flashbang?
We escaped.
Amazing. Beautifully done, Grave.
Yes.
I was initially probably going to skip out on Grave, I'm not going to lie, but like this scene specifically is really making me want to like pull for her now. Dude, what a badass. Holy crap. I'll go back to the EX stage eventually. I don't need to do it right now. I'll get it. Holy crap, dude. That was an awesome scene.
Everybody get ready. My
Grave
feet
is wicked.
keep getting caught in the hem of this dress.
And Leviathan looks great. But Behemoth looks better. Yeah, just gonna put that out there. I'm usually not for like the more kiddish looking characters, but I will say that they definitely went ham on Leviathan's design. And Grave does look really good with this this outfit, like this gear. But it also makes me wonder if we're gonna have the option for her like original design. Like, is that gonna be an outfit option for us? I wonder if that's gonna be a different costume.
We will also emerge
And do we get it
so long as we never give up
from just
hope.
recruiting her, or is it something that they're gonna bring back as like a mission pass outfit or something? I wonder. Because I feel like they should just give it to us as an alternative in case we like that design better than like her current gear.
dangerous.
My feet keep getting caught in the hem of this dress.
We're gonna have to petition for it. Everybody, make sure you voice your opinion. You tell Shift Up that we want that as an alternate outfit as well, but with the full mask.
No one will get hurt.
And then we can pretend that we're Lelouch.
Let's finish this quickly.
I mean Zero.
Under the light of the kingdom.
Shine us all to the light. we will also emerge victorious, so long
Sweet.
as you never give up hope.
One mission at a time, we'll get it done. We will get it done. We will get through this. Let's see
There's no way I can run
Route
kind
them
of
in their entirety.
advancements we make here in the story
My
next.
feet
Is
keep
that
getting
on the
caught
other
in
side?
the hem of
Okay.
this dress.
Is this a new venue for the party?
I will move as you wish.
I'm still like double the power level requirements here for these missions. Which is why I'm just like, I'll auto it. It's whatever. I got a feeling now I'm never gonna be like below
It is
power
time to show
level
the
requirements
majesty
on
of
the
the
main
kingdom.
scenario going forth. Only in like hard mode, right?
Under the light of the kingdom.
Oh, I should be getting quite a
head
few
back.
rewards as well from doing this main story stuff that maybe I might be able to do a couple more pulls while Cinderella's still available. I'm definitely going to get at least one copy of Grave, just because now she's really starting to like strike that chord with me. Because before, I was kind of like curious who she was, and now that we know who she is, that's kind of like lessening my urge to pull for her. But this scene is like really starting to like ramp up that appreciation for Grave for me. Because
Fancy a
again,
drink?
I wasn't horribly sure if I was gonna pull for her. Now I'm definitely gonna at least get one copy of her, and I may use my golden mileage just to save myself the troubles, possibly.
This should do.
Thank you, Grave.
Sure.
You're even more beautiful than when I last saw you.
Mana helped me. She gave me new parts and a new weapon. She also modified my helmet.
Writer's Eraser. It doesn't look like she modified your helmet. It looks like she beat the shit out of it, and now it's only half of a helmet.
I don't feel as constrained anymore.
I really don't think it's going to protect you from the Kodadama anymore.
You should show more of your face. It's gorgeous.
Not yet. I'm not confident.
Okay.
What's that on your back?
A Harmony Cube shard
Oh.
from the mirror container. A secret weapon.
Wow. How were you able to so deftly dodge those crystals?
Ultra Instinct, that's what it is, right? This has got to be.
A new ability.
Foresight.
Beautiful. How come you brought the coffin, though? I'm doing fine.
It's familiarity, that's what it is.
I don't intend to have to lie in that again.
I know. Still, I'm worried.
All right. If that's how you feel.
It is.
So Behemoth called in for backup?
Yeah. What was her name again? Leviathan?
Yup.
This isn't good. I didn't expect she'd be calling for help so soon. And what's up with that black puddle?
You all rushed in. Too impulsive.
Okay, listen, we didn't know, Grave, okay?
How were we supposed to know she'd be calling for help so soon? This is the first I've seen of Heretics forming an alliance. There was that one time when Nylister and Indivilia teamed up in the Ark, but that felt incidental, certainly not pre-planned. They turned on each other the first chance they got.
Yup.
But Behemoth and Leviathan intentionally teamed up.
This is bad.
That's probably the difference between the four beasts, then, I guess, right?
Even with Cinderella and the new and improved Grave, that looked like a tough fight.
Is that what you think? I disagree.
Okay, fine. I wasn't going to say anything. But you were completely sidelined when Behemoth had your glass slippers in her clutches.
I called out. She was just put on the spot.
She caught me off guard.
And if she does it again, what are you going to do?
It won't happen again.
That's right.
I'm with them. We can win this. We have to win this.
Dude, Rapi with the conviction.
I get that you're all capable fighters, and it's good that you're confident in yourselves. But we don't even know what Leviathan is capable of.
That is very true.
We're also clueless as to what happens if you fall in that black goo.
Just don't fall in.
Precisely.
Right.
That's not an answer.
We got here in a hurry. Because we assumed Behemoth was worn out and wouldn't call for reinforcements.
And we were completely wrong. Behemoth looks absolutely fine, and she did call in one of her buddies.
Let me just point out to you guys real quick here. So I just need to reiterate this line, okay? Behemoth looks absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. In other words, they were ready for us.
We need some reinforcements of our own. I'd say we need to double our numbers in order to have a fighting chance.
For now, let's pull back. We'll amass our forces and then...
No, we can't. This is our chance.
Is it though?
Huh?
Well, I mean, I guess we can kind of press them considering the fact that, like, Grave is, like, pretty much intimidating them too, right?
We have 2 heretics in the same space. We can't let a golden opportunity like this slip through our fingers.
What opportunity?
The opportunity to take down 2 heretics at once.
2 for the price of 1.
Sorry to say this, Rapi.
I feel like I said that at some point in the stream.
But even though I know we're bona fide heretic killers, don't you think taking on 2 at once is a bit much for us in our current state?
Well, not as good as I once was, but I'm as good as I ever was.
We had a hard enough time going up against Behemoth on our own.
I can
And now
take
she's
on
called
2
up
at
her friend.
once, no problem.
I'm not saying we should throw in the towel, but since they're willing to play dirty, maybe we should sit back and strategize first?
No, we're fine as is.
Rapi, are you okay?
She's heated.
What?
You'd usually be the first one to shoot down a plan this impetuous. But now, you're practically champing at the bit to fight.
I told you, I want to see Behemoth up on the surface. That's all.
So what's going on with this sudden change in you? I understand why Cinderella and Grave are behaving this way, but not you. Are you upset at her beating you before?
I don't think she's a sore loser. I don't think that's it. Is she?
Yes,
Really?
I'm upset.
Nah. She's phoning it in. That's BS.
No, not upset. It's just not right.
Commander, you've got to do something about Rapi. She's acting weird.
Rapi, I admire your zeal, but right now our surroundings suddenly go dark. Uh-oh. Blackness envelops everything. We can't see anything. Suddenly, it feels as if I'm floating, and at the same time, like a massive weight is pressing down on me. It's the black matter. I can hardly breathe. Could it be the black goo?
Wow, you're still alive. There's something special about you, after all.
Great VA.
Behemoth wasn't exaggerating.
Just the right amount of, like, raspiness to the voice there too, right? I try to speak, but nothing comes out. I can't breathe.
Ah, right. I suppose you have to breathe. Fine, I'll get you out. Don't want you dying on me.
Take a deep breath and regurgitate the liquid that I swallowed. At least it's black liquid. Something thick and cerulean colored oozes out from it. At least it's black colored. I feel awful. I catch my breath and look up.
Hello there.
Oh, what a fantastic sight to behold upon reawakening from this black goo. Hello, Behemoth.
Well then, as per Behemoth's request, why don't we have a conversation?
Please. Seems like I've been captured. It's probably not a good thing. Or is it? Or is it?
Ugh, my feet keep getting caught in the hem of this dress.
Route them in their
Alright,
entirety.
looks like we got a couple more battles to take care of before we progress, but... Dude, I'm liking where the story's going so far. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Lots of unpredictables. I'll say that much. I wasn't predicting that I was going to get swallowed up by the black goo, as they call it. The dark matter. I think sounds a lot better. Well, I wonder what's going to happen if I've been separated from my team. Essentially, my only option, realistically, is use my blood somehow to get out of this mess, right? Really. But I don't think we're going to. I don't know. I got a feeling maybe Grave is going to end up pulling off some sort of miracle rescue somehow. Possibly. I don't know.
Fleeting as it may be.
But so far, again, very engaging story. Very good for chapter 33 so far. Wondering what chapter 34 could be. I guess it kind of depends on how this one's going to end up, like, ending. More than likely on the cliffhanger. That's my prediction, at least. I don't know. But today, definitely, chapter 33, I'm gonna try to complete it. I don't know how many more missions I've got left to go through.
Under the light of the kingdom.
How many are in this chapter? Well, I mean, I shouldn't say how many missions are in the chapter. What's the last one? 33 dash what?
The hour of retribution draws near.
Because again, recently they've been in like the 30s.
You can watch me. There's no need for worrying, where I. The party isn't over yet, is it? Let's go back and enjoy ourselves.
Definitely liking the outpost defense increasing. That's always nice. And I wish I would have done it like the day of the patch, but unfortunately I was working that day, so I didn't really have a whole lot of time to be playing. Okay, so it's around 32. Gotcha. Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah?
You guys always got all the info, and I love it. I love the support. It's fantastic. But yeah, man, I don't know. I've been looking at covering a couple of other like games and everything too. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the recent video that I put out. I've got a couple of interesting games lined up to be covering outside of NIKKE, which again, I love NIKKE. Don't get me wrong; it is definitely my main game. But I've been interested in a few other things, and there's going to be potentially more videos coming out soon for other franchises on the channel at some point. Some really interesting looking gacha games coming out. I know a lot of people have been kind of wondering what's next, right? And the other thing that I guess I probably haven't really talked about a whole lot either that I should mention is that the NIKKE team Shift Up is working on another game as well currently. I don't know if there's even like a time frame set for it or whatever, but from the sounds of things, it's going to be kind of like open-worldly. And I think like the project name was something Witches. I think it was something like that. Anyway, Project Witches. Is that what it was? But anyways, something to look forward to, because if this team makes any kind of like open world game, I'm all in. I am all in. I want to see how it's gonna play out. I hope it's got like the NIKKE apocalyptic like aesthetic to it too, right? That'd be really cool.
Under the light of the kingdom.
Especially after playing like Stellar Blade and seeing how that game was, I have full confidence that Shift Up is capable of putting out like incredible games. Destiny Child was great. This game is fantastic. It's probably the best gacha game I've ever played in my life. Stellar Blade was a incredible experience on PS5. Even though I know it did borrow a lot of similarities to like Nier, but it was definitely its own thing, and like I honestly can't wait to play through it again. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
You want me to get on it? Wait,
that'll probably be something that happens here on the channel in the near future.
Here I go.
Potentially November 7th.
There's no way I can run in this thing.
when a certain something comes in the mail, or not in the mail, when I actually go to one town over and pick it up, because I gotta test some stuff. I gotta see how things play, how Stellar Blade's gonna operate, right?
Under the light of the kingdom.
May or may not be something on the way. Okay. November 7th.
We must persevere.
I don't have those accessories
How do you like
for any
that?
other reason.
A grand victory!
So, we're gonna have a new console, PS5 Pro, which I made very apparent there, I'm sure. And we're gonna test out all the different like upgrades and the. I don't know if I'm gonna do a side-by-side comparison. I mean, I can because my PS5 is literally right there. But I'm gonna get the PS5 Pro, and I'm gonna try a Stellar Blade, and possibly like do a complete fresh run through the game, and maybe stream every day until we get through it this time around, instead of just doing like the first 4 videos that I think I do have currently on the channel. But I do want to play through Stellar Blade again in its entirety and do it with the PS5 Pro and see how it looks with the 4K 60 or their PS5 Pro mode, because I think they added in a new option in the game for that. But I want to play through the entire game in its entirety because I feel like it'll make things a little more relevant for people that are actually like interested in seeing how Stellar Blade is, especially where this is more of like a NIKKE-centric channel, and with the upcoming collaboration for Stellar Blade, it'll give a little more context as well for the collaboration and how excited I'm going to be for that. So
you want me to get on it?
that's a potential plan.
That didn't come out right.
Just to give you guys a little bit of information in terms of what I'm going to be up to.
My feet keep getting caught in the hem of this dress.
But we're going to keep playing through NIKKE and doing that stuff as well. Don't get me wrong. We're going to be focusing still on gacha games for the most part here. But I would definitely like to get back to like console gaming as well, because I have an ever-growing backlog of things that I need to take care of. And I don't know if I'm going to be like just focusing on video content, like I would like to do more streaming.
I'll take lead. Everyone follow me and attack.
Bicep.
Yeah, exactly. See, so I'm kind of alongside you, Millie. I'm on my second run. I think I've gotten to the point where am I in my second run? I feel like I just hit the Great Desert again, and then I kind of stopped playing at that point. And it's for no other reason than like other games came in at that time, so I wasn't able to like fully focus on it. So I stopped at the Great Desert on my hard mode playthrough. But I didn't do one route. So at the end of the game, I chose to side with the Natiba. I didn't choose to side with the idol android. No, what are they called? The androids. I can't remember what they're. Ado android. I don't know. I can't remember what the pronunciation of it is. I'd have to go back and play this. But yeah, I sided with the Natiba without spoiling anything, and I didn't side with the androids. So I feel like when I do play through the game again, I have to kind of do the other route or the other ending, and then possibly do hard mode after that. Because when I do get my PS5 Pro, I don't want to do the hard mode playthrough on that initially. Like I want to do like a fresh playthrough, like a fresh file, straight normal mode, and then possibly do a hard mode run after that. Yeah, the ending was fantastic, but all in all, amazing game. And I think it definitely differentiates itself from Nier Automata enough, in my opinion.
My feet keep
but it
getting
definitely
out
does
from the
follow a lot of the similar beats.
There's no way I can run in this thing.
Yeah, I've literally started playing Visions of Mana, and I haven't touched it since. And I'm literally in the first chapter or something, I think, of the game, just because so many other things have been releasing that I've been trying to play. And like, there's just so many games that I have to take care of. It's crazy. But when I do get the new console, I'm planning on streaming a lot more from that. But also, again, putting out videos for gacha content as well. Don't know about like Honkai Star Rail. I was planning on like revisiting the game as well, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. I kind of did the same thing with like Genshin, and I didn't really do anything with that game either. I haven't even been in that one at all. And then, what else was I playing? I was playing Brown Dust 2. I stopped playing that. I was playing Snowbreak. I stopped playing that. Especially now with all the like new censorship and everything coming out for that game, it's kind of like deterring for me. What else was I playing? I was playing other things. I just started Starseed asking a trigger. It seems pretty decent. Combat's not really quite there, in my opinion.
Under the light
It's,
of the kingdom,
I highly doubt it's going to hit the same level as NIKKE does. But it does seem pretty good. So I'm willing to give that a shot. And then, of course, we got like Girls Frontline 2 that's coming out as well, right? I think they're doing the beta test for that, and they're sending out invites for it on the 9th, I feel like. So I don't know if I got into the beta. I hope I do. And if I do, then I'll be covering that here on the channel for the beta at the very least. But when the game officially launches globally, I'll be covering that game as well, because that looks very promising. Alright, let's see how the story goes. But those are the plans for the channel currently. So you can transport others from puddle to puddle, in addition to yourself?
Yes.
She has a tongue
I opened up
piercing?
a waterway underground.
I did not realize she has a tongue piercing.
If I had left you there for much longer, you would have perished.
That's different. I don't think we've seen that in a single NIKKE yet, right? Or Heretic, sorry. Most likely. I presume I would have drowned.
That may be true. But usually humans expire instantly from the pressure alone. They die from being crushed, not from drowning.
Well, that's not great. I'm gonna say that it probably depends upon the depth which we're submerged.
Yet, here you are.
I told you, he's a fascinating specimen.
Thank you, and so are you, Behemoth.
Huh.
Leviathan moves large stakes on either side of her and pokes at the liquid I just spat out. She moves her face close to the stake and stares at it intently.
Ugh, gross. What are you doing? Why are you staring at someone's vomit?
She's a little unhinged.
Ugh, disgusting. Ugh, it's dripping everywhere. If any of that dribbles on you, you better stay away from me.
And I love Behemoth.
Or at least take a shower. Or 2. Or 3 before you even think about talking to me.
Man, I love Behemoth.
Be quiet! I'm looking.
Looking at what? What's so fascinating about someone's upchuck?
True.
You want to look at mine too?
I love Behemoth?
Would you cease that infernal racket? What the? Did you really just do what I think you did?
I was only going to imitate the sound, but then I got carried away.
Oh, man. What the heck am I watching?
Ugh, how revolting.
What the heck is going on here?
Hey, come on! How come you're treating his like gold, but mine like garbage?
Look, don't come near me.
Don't worry, I won't. You think I don't find this abhorrent as well? Also, how long are you going to stare at that stuff?
She's a little extra. She's a little extra. Sorry to interrupt your comedy routine, but can you tell me why you dragged me here?
Your body contains Vaphouse.
Oh! Okay, so that's what she was doing. She was analyzing my throw up because she wanted to see what was different about it.
Does it not?
Vapus? What's that?
You're a terrible
Who,
actor.
me? No.
Behemoth, make him bleed a little. Oh, don't let the blood touch you, though.
Want me to cut his leg off?
Excuse me, what?
No! I just said make him bleed a little!
Yeah, they're a lot more human.
All right. Was only kidding. Jeez.
But good lord. Wait! Behemoth's pincer darts forward and scratches the back of my hand. The precision which she strikes with is incredible. I barely even felt the cut. Slowly, blood pools on the back of my hand and several drops fall to the ground. If I end up getting tetanus because of this, you and I are gonna have words. I ain't had my shots yet, okay? I'm gonna get tetanus. Way to go, Behemoth. Now I'm screwed.
What are you talking about? I always keep my pincers spotless.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, as long as they're sterile.
They're so clean you could eat off of them.
I'd eat off. Okay, I'm gonna hold that thought. Leviathan flicks her wrists, and a black droplet lands onto my blood on the ground. The droplet quickly turns navy blue and spreads widely across the floor, seemingly losing its initial viscosity.
I was right. That just eliminated the nano machines. It's Vophouse.
The nano machines? Is that what the dark matter's made up of?
An incredibly strong concentration of it at that. That would explain why you were able to neutralize dark matter. And why you were able to survive the Black Sea.
Oh, okay, so she has a name for it. It's called the Black Sea.
Conversation is the cornerstone of evolution, you know. This is the first time your words have had any persuasive power. Congratulations!
Why do I feel like Leviathan's more powerful than Behemoth?
You see? Who knows what else could have been hiding in all those people we've killed? Talking helps us gain information, and we can pick up a few new skills along the way.
You only want to converse with others because you're lonely. Don't forget the situation that we're in. If we were caught in the midst of one of these conversations, what would happen? Oh, perhaps we're being rude talking amongst ourselves too much while we have a guest.
Okay, she's starting to grow on me, okay? You certainly are. I was about to get upset. Here I am with the bad acting again.
A mail carrier of Vophouse.
Yeah.
This is exceptionally rare.
I got more Vophouse than you can handle, okay?
You're coming with us.
First Chatterbox and now you. Apparently, I'm quite popular with raptures.
Who?
Do you not know Chatterbox?
How do you know Chatterbox?
I guess you are familiar with him. What are you two hoping to achieve here?
I'm not at liberty to say. And you?
We intend to take you down. The surface belongs to us.
Why now? You've already left it vacant for over a century.
It doesn't matter how much time has passed. It doesn't change the fact that it's ours.
Get a load of this guy. Your audacity is quite amusing.
I haven't used Audacity in years. Should I take a guess at what you're trying to do?
Huh? Sure.
That was a software joke, by the way. These crystals are being used to absorb electricity from raptors and NIKKEs. You're using that electricity to activate the Harmony Cube and build another arc. That is what you're doing, isn't it?
Who are you?
You and your kind seem to have a keen interest in building an arc. Just like Material H, or Indivilia rather. Why are you so hellbent on this?
This isn't exactly the kind of conversation I was hoping for.
Man, the commander is grilling him hard. Is it that you want to replace humans entirely? Busted, big time. Busted.
Behemoth. Kill him.
Oh, man.
Huh? Why?
It unnerves me. Kill him.
So she's issuing orders to Behemoth, and there's a clear indication that she is more powerful than Behemoth.
Isn't it rude to kill someone in the middle of a conversation?
Who cares about manners? He is no ordinary human. He knows about Chatterbox and Indivilia, and even about the Harmony Cube.
Damn straight I do. And I've also dealt with them before, so I can definitely deal with you guys.
You think this guy got lost and wandered here by accident? He clearly is some kind of hotshot and knows what he's doing.
Finally, somebody's starting to give me the respect I deserve.
If any of this information gets out...
Relax. You're scaring me.
I've got them doubting themselves. They tried to keep up a calm, cool, and collected front, but my mentioning Chatterbox and Indivilia has thrown them for a loop. They've got their guard up, and they're concerned about slipping up somehow. They're showing fear now. Can I push it? I don't see what's so scary about Heretics. That was like a big old backhand right across the face. What's so scary about you guys anyways? Nihilister, Liberalio, Indivilia. We went up against all of them and lived to tell the tale. Heck, we even won in some cases.
Don't be absurd. How could someone like you...
Have you forgotten about my blood? I was born to kill heretics. Why are you scared? Aren't you guys all the same side? Or on the same side?
You're really starting to piss me off.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Interesting, my foot! Kill him already!
Can't you feel it? Continuing this conversation could take us to the next level.
The next level? What is that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? What's the next level?
You want me to get on it? Oh, wait, that didn't come out right.
What's the next level? My apologies.
Get out them in their entirety.
I
There I
got
go.
carried away, okay. Oh man. The next level. What the heck is the next level? I don't know what she means.
They are as
I'm at a
but they're
loss.
burnt out.
All I know is that definitely got them shaking in their boots, pissing them off. They're gonna lose composure, and it's definitely a find out next time. You are right, Jeff.
Show
You are
them no
right.
quarter.
Definitely Giga Chad Commander as well. Really, you're not wrong.
How's this?
Dude, he's just like pressing buttons, right? Oh, I got a reaction to that one. Let's try this one next. Yeah, there's a lot of really good tracks. I mean, it goes without saying. This gacha game, in my opinion, has my favorite music in any gacha that I've ever played. So,
Fancy a drink?
there that is. When I still had a Twitter account, I used to always be like commenting at Cosmograph and being like, dude, banger, 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 banger. Every single update, I was just like, yep, it just keeps getting better and better somehow, and I don't know how you keep doing it, but thank
Everybody
you.
get ready.
Fantastic.
There's no way I can win in this thing.
But yeah, and then anyways, in terms of like Girls Frontline 2, I'm very, very anxious to check out that game because I've heard a lot of great things about the story. I don't want to stay on that topic
start
for
with
the
a glass of
entirety of
wine?
the stream because this is supposed to be a NIKKE stream, obviously, but I've heard a lot of great things. I've seen a lot of awesome animations. I've seen a lot of like outfits and great characters, things from like the CN server. So I'm very, very hopeful and optimistic
Under the
about that
light of
game.
the
I
kingdom,
do want to cover it.
Everyone
So
follow me
hopefully I do get access to the beta and I can talk about it a little bit more. And if not, then global launch should be like around the corner. So we will all get into the game at some point. And I do intend on covering that and reacting to a lot of like trailers and stuff too. So hopefully it's as good as I am hyping it up to be. But Anyway, that's what I'll say about
Party isn't
GFL2.
over yet, is it? Let's go back and enjoy ourselves.
What are you guys thinking about the second anniversary update though? Like, what's your favorite part of it so far? Has it been like chapter 33? Is it
You want
chapter
me to get on
34?
it?
Is it
Wait, that
the
didn't come out
currently
right.
ongoing event Old Tales?
Here I
Is
go.
it just like the new characters that have been introduced, or the new outfits? A new mini game
Everybody
possibly?
get ready.
I
I
want to
will
know what
move
you
as
guys
you
think.
wish.
What's the best part currently, in your opinion?
No one will get hurt.
Alright, combat before the story. I will say I was definitely worried with that like whole advertising thing at the beginning of this chapter though. With like the ad popping up every couple seconds, or every single mission to be like, buy this package. It's only $29.99. It's like, what? Okay, perfect. That's good to know.
You must persevere. Under the light
I
of the
look
kingdom.
forward to it.
Show them no
Hopefully we can get a
quarter.
stream out for that at some point too. Possibly. We'll see.
Did you see? Your king has won
Okay,
another
so you
victory.
guys are saying chapter 34 is the best part so far with the second anniversary. That is promising.
And are you proposing that we tell this human everything?
Yes.
Oh?
Have you lost your mind?
I don't see what the big deal is.
What's everything?
We don't stand to lose anything by telling him.
What if he goes off and tells other people?
Who cares if he does?
Are they insinuating that they're
You've
gonna let me go?
completely lost it!
How long are you going to wait? It's high time we act.
What are you talking about? We have no idea what could happen.
Yes, you do. Sometimes you have to trust your gut. It can be scarily accurate sometimes.
It's true.
There's no way we can lose to the Offsprings now.
Offsprings? The hell are the Offsprings?
We won't suffer the way we did before.
My eyes are starting to sting.
If I've learned anything from going up against these guys in Enichiro, it's that we're stronger than ever. I know you feel the same way. You're scared because you can't quantify it, but you feel it too. We can't keep isolating ourselves like this. That's no longer an option. We have to start moving. Good. I'll take your silence as agreement. It's just as you said, human. We aim to build an arc of our own. One drastically different from yours.
Okay.
While we're not sure exactly what form it will assume, it's safe to say it would contain various types of infrastructure.
So they're looking to create their own arc so that way they can have a base of operations, I guess, to protect themselves from the Offsprings? Is that what this is?
That's beyond our capabilities at the moment, so we're
Or
simply
is there another
constructing a
threat?
shell. It's more of a symbolic gesture than anything. The arc is an emblem of rapid progress, after all.
And once you build the shell, what are you planning on doing then?
We're going to make a secret weapon. One that will deal a crushing blow to our enemies.
Really now? What kind of secret weapon?
Why would I tell you? The entire point of a secret weapon is that it's a secret.
True. When you say our enemies, are you referring to other heretics?
Yes, but not the four beasts.
So the four beasts are trying to build their own arc? So that way they can combat the heretics deemed the Offsprings. Right?
I'm talking about Nihilister, Liberalio, and Indivilia. The ones who denigrated us, kept us under their boot heel and ignored us.
So there's internal conflict amongst the heretics.
It's hardly surprising. Whenever a group of people get together, there's the inevitable fracturing off into different factions and subsequent infighting. It's human nature.
Man, she speaks some true stuff.
We are descended from humans, after all. Anyway, we have a score to settle with the offsprings. To that end, we could use your help.
They want to form an alliance with me to take down the other heretics? What information do you need?
Oh, right. What was that we need to know, Levi?
Oh, and you were doing so well. You've fought with the offsprings before, haven't you? What were they like?
They possess immense strength.
That goes without saying! You should know by now, that's not what I'm curious about. How did you win? Oh, never mind. You probably used Vapaus and won easily. When you used Vapaus, how did they react to it?
Well, the room seems brighter than before, and the stinging in my eyes is getting worse. It put them in excruciating pain, and their regenerative abilities drastically decreased.
And their core? Was it exposed?
No.
Then how did you win?
They escaped before we could finish them off.
Escaped? You mean they ran away?
Yes.
Huh. Incredible! They're always acting so high and mighty, and yet they ran off with their tails tucked between their legs.
So would Nihilus, well, okay, let's just call it, would the Offsprings and the Four Beasts be the only heretics, I wonder? I wonder if there are other factions of heretics.
How embarrassing.
One hit from Vapaus caused them to retreat? The power this stuff has is almost unfathomable.
It seems the Four Beasts aren't too keen on the other heretics. If I could somehow manipulate these two factions into clashing, it would be beneficial for me and everyone else. I'll add a few embellishments to provoke these two further. There you go. Just tell a little lie here and there. It's all good. Nihilister, Indivilia, and Chatterbox once formed an alliance.
An alliance? The Offsprings. They think they're so much better than everyone else, and you're telling me they formed an alliance.
I mean, yeah, that's what totally happened. Yes, but it didn't do them any good. They still lost.
To who? You guys?
No. They lost to one of my comrades.
What?
That is true, Billy. Remember the one whose hair turned red? That's Rapi, and she alone overpowered all three of them. They scurried off because they knew they couldn't win. We didn't even have to use Vapaus. Granted, she had activated Red Hood, which she can only use for so long, but these two don't have to know that.
Isn't that the one who was fixated on my pincers? Right. She became much stronger after her hair changed color.
So it's like Super Saiyan.
So, she was able to chase off all three of them.
Stinging in my eyes is almost unbearable by now.
You see, Levi? We're strong just as we are. We could fight them right now and end up winning.
You're right. If we're assuming everything this man is telling us is true.
Dude, you can't see through my lies. I have a disease where I'll die if I lie. Yeah, no, that's believable.
Very funny. Let's see. Since you don't have a nymph, we can't verify anything right now. We'll have to capture one of your comrades and check that way.
There's something I can't get off my mind. You seem to know a lot about Nymph and Vapaus.
That I do.
Are you interested in human technology?
I am. That's why we're here. We're interested in all the technology you humans left behind when you slithered underground like spineless slugs.
Dude, I love her. She's
Getting
good.
back on topic. You've given us a lot of good information.
The VA was very well cast for this role.
All we need to do now is capture one of your comrades. And make sure that you're telling us the truth. Then we'll extract as much blood from you as we can. And vengeance against the offsprings will be ours.
That's me! Vengeance!
We could beat them in a straight fight. We don't need the Vaphouse.
Ugh! We haven't confirmed whether this human's words are true or not.
That's right, be careful.
If we're able to secure ourselves some Vaphouse, that will give us an irrefutable advantage. There's no such thing as being too prepared.
Don't tell me you're planning on biding our time again. Haven't we waited long enough?
On the contrary! We've waited this long. Surely we can endure waiting a while longer.
This is getting really interesting.
I guess that's true.
Now then, even though he rubs me the wrong way, we'll keep this human alive as a hostage.
Now.
Huh? What are you doing?
Dancing.
What in the world for?
So I can give them the signal.
Levi, move!
A massive blue and white light beam engulfs Behemoth and Leviathan, shielding my face with my hands to block out the flying debris and searing heat. I attempt a glance in the direction the beam came from. There, floating in the air with her glass slippers pointed forward, is Cinderella. I was thinking it was going to be Grave, but I mean, there you go. I knew somebody was going to intervene. Did they discuss a signal about me dancing at some point? Because I don't recall it.
I will move as you wish.
But it's a good one.
Here I go.
I'm just gonna dance, and that way you know where to fire the beam. Oh man.
My feet. Step back. It is dangerous.
You want me to get on it?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good
that
story so
didn't
far.
come out
Chapter
right.
33. It's definitely a it's a 9 out of 10 for me currently. It's a 9 out of 10.
I will protect you.
So if
as
you
I
guys are
protect
saying
all
that
my
34
subjects.
is better than this one, then that's got to be a 10 out of 10 chapter.
But a lot.
Really looking forward to it.
Under the light of the kingdom. All shall meet.
head back. Let's finish this quickly.
Maybe we can possibly get a stream tomorrow for 34. Possibly. We'll keep that tentative just because usually whenever I make promises for like potential streams, something happens in my life where it's like, unfortunately I can't. So we'll keep it tentative.
Did you see? Your king has won another victory.
That is good to know. Yeah, that's true, Jeff. They probably did. They're like, oh, he's dancing. That means he needs help. Maybe they thought that I was just like arcing out or something. And they're like, we gotta help him. Something's going on with him. His whole body's spazzing around. But yeah, I want to tackle chapter 34 as soon as I can. But unfortunately, after I'm done this chapter, then I'm probably going to end the stream because I think the wife wants to run a few things in Final Fantasy XIV because we finally started playing that again, and we've been doing a whole lot of that. So she's been like playing on the PS5, and I've been playing on my computer, and we're trying to like catch up on all like the recent content with the expansion and everything, and it's been really fun. So that's pretty much how I've been spending my weekends. It's just been like gaming with the wife, and you can't argue that is a good time. Just hanging out, playing some games, having a couple drinks.
The party isn't over yet, is it?
Enjoying each other's company.
Let's go back and enjoy ourselves.
That's the way to spend the weekends when you're an old guy like me. It's a long one, 38 stages?
You want me to
Okay.
get on it?
Well,
Wait,
that means that I'm probably
gonna
gonna have to set aside
I
like,
will move as you wish.
I'd say 2.5, 3 hours, possibly.
Here I
If
go.
this chapter's any indication of like the overall length, then I'll probably have to set aside
Step
maybe,
back.
yeah,
It is
maybe
dangerous.
3 hours. I have a feeling this one's probably gonna be taking like 2.5 by the time it's all said and done. The dialogue is what usually takes a lot of the time, right, on most of these scenes, but it's worthwhile at least.
My blade shall not be made light of.
And at least they're voiced too, right? Because some like events aren't. And then I feel like I'm just like reading for hours on end sometimes whenever I'm like doing recordings or whatever. Or if I plan on streaming them, I'm just like talking, and then I feel like my throat's like super dry and I'm like trying to hydrate or whatever. And yeah, I know like obviously this is not great for hydration, but even the times I do have water and everything next to me, it's just like I feel like I've been talking for hours and like the muscles in my face are just like ugh. And I could do it longer, but usually throughout the week, work plays a factor, family plays a factor,
Fancy a drink?
other like prior promises in terms of like what me and the wife are going to be doing that day takes a factor. If I decide to like smoke meat out on the smokers or whatever, that's a massive endeavor as well. Like if I'm doing a brisket, that's like a 20-hour commitment. Or if I'm doing like a whole pork shoulder, that's like 12 to 16 hours. Ribs are like 6 hours. Like, so if I'm doing any kind of cooking, it takes a long ass time, and I don't really get much spare time to stream or record, unfortunately. But I've been doing pretty good this week. I put out like 3 videos yesterday, right? That's pretty good, and they were all like roughly half hour long. And this is like what this will be 2.5 hour stream. That's pretty good. So I'm not that committed to trying to put out stuff for you guys to watch and to keep up on the games that I've been playing, but it's one of those things that like is definitely not as
Under the light of the kingdom,
consistent as I would like
Everyone
it to be.
follow me and attack.
One was a pain. Okay, one of the EX stages.
The party isn't over yet, is it?
That's good to know.
Go back and
I did
enjoy
have one
ourselves.
EX stage that like I couldn't beat for the longest time, and I think it's when Blanc and Noir were first introduced. And there was like this one EX stage where there were a lot of like these jellyfish type raptures, and they slow you down and they like immobilize you essentially, where you can't like act and you can't reload. It takes forever. Oh man, that one drove me insane.
Yes?
Such
I
a
will
pain.
move as you wish.
So hopefully it's nothing like that. But we'll see. I'll get to it. I was really curious to see whether or not I was actually going to stream these chapters as well, because I initially planned to just do it in my own time, but I'm glad that I am streaming them so that way you guys can be here with me and talk with me, and it makes things a lot more interesting. So I really appreciate you guys for hanging in with the stream, and anybody watching after the fact, I really appreciate you guys for like hanging in, man. It means the world. Yeah, that one EX mission took me forever to beat. And even when I had like a great setup and my characters were still fully built, it still took me multiple tries to finally get it.
Under the light of the kingdom, all shall kneel.
It was definitely about prioritizing specific raptures in a certain order, right?
Fancy a drink?
Alright, story time. I need a drink.
Levi, hurry and get back into the Black Sea!
The black puddle forms at Leviathan's feet and she begins to descend. Just as she is halfway through. Dude, Cinderella is laying down the heat. A light beam slams into Leviathan, and she is flung out from the puddle and sent hurling across the ground. Behemoth glares furiously at Cinderella from afar.
And Achiro, you stay right there!
Ah, God, man, I cannot look at that. The Heretic is just... Dude, that is the best designed character in this game. That is the best designed character in this game. Behemoth crouches low, and, as she prepares to leap, the ground cracks underneath her. She'll be able to reach Cinderella in a single bound. Got no ring on her finger now. The light is still gathering in Cinderella's glass slippers. She'll need more time before she can fire off another shot. Don't move. I raise my hand. Still have the cut from earlier faces upward. I stand directly above the temporarily incapacitated Leviathan. The cut is still bleeding, and blood pools up in the incision. Make one move and I'll cover her in blood. What a threat. In any other context, that is not gonna sound as intimidating as you think, right? Make one move and I'll cover her in blood.
You.
All I have to do is turn my hand around. I don't care how fast you are, you won't be able to get here in time.
You son of a... Using her as a hostage, are you? Have you no shame?
Nope, not at all. You want to talk after whisking me off my feet? I mean, after whisking me off here secretly?
This is a whole other level of cowardly.
Behemoth is hit with an overpowering light beam. She falls to her knees. At the same time, a relentless barrage of bullets and missiles fly in from beyond the buildings, bombarding Behemoth.
What is this?
It's an aerial raid. Everyone's here.
Commander,
Blow her away, Rapi.
roger that.
Rapi charges forward like a heat-seeking missile. She leaps into the air and spins, delivering a knockout kick to Behemoth's jaw. There's a whole lot of jaw attacks with this update. Just one thing I'll say. A whole lot of jaw focus. Behemoth is sent hurling across the ground. I quickly move to join the approaching group.
Commander, are you okay?
Of course.
I knew you'd be okay. You're practically superhuman at this point.
That's why Grave calls me superhuman.
Now you see why I call him that.
Cinderella lands gracefully beside us.
That was a beautiful dance you did, Prince.
Thank you. It was called the Macarena. Now that you're laying now you're laying it on a bit thick.
Come on, let's keep it going. Let's finish them off.
Right, let's Before I can even finish the order, Rapi is charging forward. She proceeds to unleash a hail of bullets at Behemoth, who is still reeling from the previous kick. Rapi, don't move alone.
I've got this under control.
Why is she acting like this? Rapi, stick together!
Behemoth!
She's really coming at me full force. Just a moment. I'll take care of these chumps.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Acting tough, even now. Leave it to me.
Uh-oh.
We've got to keep going. Then...
Rapi suddenly screeches to a halt. All around us, there's a strange vibration.
What is that? Is it just me? Or did it suddenly get darker?
Looking around, I can see Neon is right. It is darker around us. From my peripheral vision, I can vaguely make out a darkened wall. I turn my head, only to see a gigantic black wall surging toward us. It's a tsunami! Tidal wave, Leviathan with a tidal wave. Classic.
Is that some kind of tidal wave?
Classic.
I think so.
Everyone, grab onto whatever you can.
Hold tight.
We're gonna surf this one out. That's what's gonna happen. Rapi's gonna lay down on her stomach, and we're gonna stand on her back, and we're gonna use her as a surfboard, and we're gonna surf this one out. A towering 20-meter wave of black water is heading straight toward us. As for the width, I can't even tell where it ends or begins.
We've got
That's
to
what she
get
said.
out of here.
How?
Cinderella, grab us and fly.
I won't be able to get high enough while carrying everyone.
Again, if that's taken out of context, I'll
There's
leave it
no
at that.
escaping it. Just find something to hold on to, and hold on tight.
Damn it. Hey, why are you grabbing me? I've got to hold on to something, don't I?
I don't count. I'm a firepower master.
Dude, this is panic at its finest.
That's precisely what I want to hold on to. All right then, hold on tight.
Rapi.
A dirty trick.
Rapi fires at Leviathan, but Behemoth blocks the wave, blocking the bullets from reaching her. Or blocks the way, not the wave. Damn. Rapi. The black wave gets closer and closer. I sprint towards Rapi, then throw myself at her, bracing her. Oh yeah. After we hit the ground, I roll to the side and drag her behind a pillar.
Commander.
It was forward. We are forward. We'll talk later. Take cover. Everything gets even darker. The vibrations grow more intense and the noise becomes deafening. I hold tightly onto both Rapi and the pillar, bracing for the incoming wave. We're screwed. We're done for. We're screwed. That's it. Game over.
There's no way I can.
Everybody get ready.
Tidal wave's
I will
coming.
move as you
We're
wish.
done. We're done. Oh, jeez. It's looking like things are getting pretty hairy for the whole gang, though. I will say that much. So she summoned a tidal wave as her last-ditch
A little
effort to
too
take
many
care of us, I
dance
guess, right?
partners for my taste. Let's finish this quickly.
So, if I had to guess, I'm gonna say this next
Under the
upcoming
light of the
boss
kingdom.
battle
Oh,
is gonna be
the
the boss fight that recently got added for Behemoth.
You are out of harm's way.
Yeah, the nano machine, the tsunami, that's definitely what it is. But that's my prediction. I'm guessing this is going to be the Behemoth fight, right? Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe that's not until the next chapter, but I got a feeling this chapter is going to
Under
be
the
the
light of
Behemoth
the
fight.
kingdom, all shall kneel.
Fancy a drink?
373. Yeah, baby. Give me all those sweet rewards. I need as much outpost defense rewards as possible. I still don't wipe out every single time that I'm available
Route them in their
each day
entirety.
either.
Yes?
That's something I haven't
will
done
move
since
as
the
you
beginning.
wish.
I've only ever like wiped out maybe 3 times max in a single day. And that was only during like not the rehabilitation, it was the other thing with Sin
Shall we
and
start with
Quincy
a glass
and
of wine?
why can't I remember her name? The green one. Guilty. Guilty is her name. When that was
Under the light of
happening,
the kingdom,
that was
all
called
shall kneel.
started with an I, didn't it? I can't remember. It was not an interrogation. Anyways, whatever the heck it was, or maybe that was a rehabilitation. I don't friggin' know. Anyway, whatever that was happening, that's when I wiped out 3 times. Other than that, I don't wipe out like any more than the one
Did
free
you
time that
see?
we're given every single
Your
day.
king has won another victory.
And that's relevant because that means that I don't get many rewards to work with on a day-to-day basis. And that's why my characters are lacking in terms of their power where they should be for somebody that's been playing since day 1.
There's no way I can run in.
Route them in their entirety.
Oof.
I will move as you wish.
Alright, boss battle stuffs. Let's go. My entire body feels like it's been through a blender. Great. I use all my remaining strength to stand up. I look around. The black wave is gone. In its place, I see something that makes me doubt my own vision. It's a spirit bomb. Several rippling black spheres float in the air. They appear to be made of Leviathan's black water.
This Vapaus is a real thorn in my side. Not even that was enough to do the job.
Don't talk. You overdid it.
I was about to be killed. Pushing myself was the only option.
Yeah, but now she's weakened, right? Where did everyone go?
Can't you tell? They're inside the Black Sea.
You mean those spheres?
That's right.
Okay, so she's got all my companions held hostage. They're imprisoned.
They're all inside, slowly being crushed by the liquid metal.
Quick, fire all my blood into the air!
As a little bonus for myself, I'm parsing through the information contained in their nymphs. I still have to confirm if all that you told me was true.
Oh, that's what she's up to. You're able to do that?
How do you think we made it this far? We scraped together every last morsel of information we could get our hands on. The human race's skills, knowledge, everything.
Well then.
In a way, you could say we've inherited your human legacy. I suppose I should be thankful.
If you want to show thanks, why don't you pony up some credits?
Maybe. I'll think about it. Behemoth!
On it.
Ah! Behemoth's pincer slammed me into the ground, crushing me. Not, however, to the point where it's deadly. She's clearly holding back.
I could see you clenching your fist, trying to draw out some blood. You were also leaning toward the Black Sea. You fooled me enough times, so be a good boy and stay right where you are.
Yes, ma'am!
I'll let you go after I've extracted everything I want from the others.
Looks to me like you're scared.
I won't deny it. But there's nothing wrong with being cautious, is there?
She's smart, man. You gotta appreciate an intelligent woman, okay?
It's our prudence which has kept us alive up until now.
Would you like to hear something interesting?
Go on.
One of those people trapped in there is what you feared the most. The first heretic.
He's right.
A blue light beam shoots out from the black sphere. More follow, firing wildly in all directions. The black sphere soon shatters, dissipating like a bubble that has been burst. Cinderella emerges from the sphere and lands gracefully on the ground.
Huh? Am I the only one who made it?
So what?
Will you return my prince to me?
Never.
Oof.
Hand him over, and I will spare your life.
Ladies, there's enough of me to go around, okay? What are we laughing about?
You may be extraordinary, oh great one, but it's clear that you're bluffing. We already know that you can't beat us.
That's what you think.
Call her that. She's obsolete.
Do you know? I was created for the sole purpose of extermination. I can't show you my true power if there are any bystanders around.
Well, it's a good thing they're all encased in goo.
Right now, all I need to worry about is my prince. Everyone else is safely trapped inside that sturdy bubble you made.
Exactly what I just said.
I said bluffing won't work, you outdated piece of garbage.
Ooh.
Glass slippers, full contact.
You just poked the bear, okay? Leviathan.
Annihilate.
Not good. Not good. Somebody's about to get smacked down. Don't call her ancient either. She prefers legendary. Okay, so I was wrong. This is not Behemoth. Crystal armor. I'm gonna take full control for this one, even though it's probably gonna, vanish. I'm gonna vaporize it in literally only a second or two.
Show her no quarter.
I just want to see if there's any interesting mechanic other than it just dying. Unfortunately, that's about the gist of the fight.
Did you see? Your king has won another victory.
At least we got a preview of what's to come at some point in the Union raid, right? Incalculable number of beams come pouring out of Cinderella's glass slippers. The entire area is bathed in blinding light. So much so that I have to close my eyes. So dense are the beams that from a distance, it most likely resembles a single luminescent mass. I can't move. It's a Kamehameha. The light scorches the ends of my hair and brushes against the edges of my clothes as it passes. I'm too scared to even breathe. Although I can't see anything amidst the blinding light, nor can I move. I can clearly hear the voices of Behemoth and Leviathan.
Ugh! What is this?
It's ancient technology.
Levi, get behind me!
It's an outdated Kamehameha.
Behemoth, save me!
Ugh! You bastard!
There we go. I knew I'd draw you out eventually.
All the light focuses on Behemoth as she charges. Sound of the relentless barrage firing from glass slippers overlap, creating a strange noise. The light begins to fade. Leviathan lies on the ground in a heap. As for Behemoth, she has turned into something barely identifiable as human.
Impressive. You're still alive.
Get
She doing Vegeta's technique? Final Flash? Is that what you mean? I'm really in the Dragon Ball, okay? So I know exactly what you're referencing.
You're not going anywhere for a while. Perhaps ever again.
Or do you mean just like this random barrage where he's like, ah? So I know that one too.
Mark my words. I'll kill you!
I don't think so.
Whoa! Whoa! Leviathan is swallowed up by the light and falls silent. Cinderella approaches and removes the remnants of Behemoth's pincers that are still on top of me, for good measure.
Prince, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, that's a relief.
As long as Behemoth's not dead, I'm okay. Are you okay?
I may have pushed myself a bit too hard. I can feel my energy levels dropping. Don't worry. As long as I get some rest, I should recover quickly enough.
Whoa. Cinderella fires another beam of light at the remaining black spheres. Like bubbles bursting, they shatter. And Rapi, Anise, Neon, and Grave all tumble to the ground.
I nearly died back there.
Are you okay, Cinderella?
Of course. Don't worry.
How about you, Commander?
I'm alright. Is everyone okay?
For now. Yes. Did you do all this, Cinderella? They've all been burnt to a crisp.
Burnt to a crisp. The seemingly dead Leviathan suddenly springs up and lunges at Behemoth. Cinderella fires yet another light beam, slicing Leviathan in two. With a splat, one half of her falls on Cinderella's foot, while the other lands near Behemoth. Holy
I
shit.
figured this might happen.
Grave rushes towards Cinderella. Just as she grabs her, they both disappear, along with the bisected half of Leviathan that landed on Cinderella's foot. Only a black puddle remains. No, this can't be happening. I look towards where Behemoth was. She is slowly rising up. As am I. That hurts.
That hurts. I nearly bit the dust back there.
Half was used to move Cinderella, and the other half was handed over to Behemoth.
We have to take her out before she resurrects. Yeah.
You all get on my nerves.
A mass of crystals completely surrounds me. I'm completely immobile. Behemoth charges. She blocks all incoming bullets and throws Anise against the wall. She takes Neon and hurls her towards Anise, and extends her claws towards Rapi. Rapi dodges the strike.
What? No longer on the offensive, are you? I know why you're avoiding me. You're scared.
She's incredibly aggressive, and I love it.
Shut up!
It doesn't matter what you do. Inside, you've already lost.
I said, shut up!
Behemoth swings her pincers out once more, hitting Rapi in the midsection and sending her flying. She slams into a nearby wall and slumps to the ground, motionless.
I really do feel like I'm at the end of my tether. I have no strength left. Time to wrap this up so I can get some rest. I wonder if I've even got the strength to finish this.
A red glowing dot appears on Behemoth's stomach.
What is this?
It's gotta be Grave, right? Behemoth staggers backwards. Another red glowing dot appears on her forehead. Holy crap, whoever this is laying into her. Behemoth's head tilts back as she collapses. She attempts to get up, convulsing violently.
What is this? Where is it coming from? Huh?
A series of explosions erupts out of Behemoth's abdomen and head. She writhes on the ground in excruciating pain.
It exploded from the inside?
A swarm of missiles heads towards her. How much more can she take? Holy crap, dude. Crystals shoot up in front of Behemoth, forming a protective barrier meant to block the missiles. However, the crystals almost immediately go dark and shatter.
What the?
A swarm of missiles slam directly into Behemoth.
Oh, it's hot! Is that napalm? Damn it, show yourselves!
Another red dot appears on Behemoth's side. Dude, I mean, they're literally tearing her apart. Whoever this is just like going ham.
Huh? Again? From inside?
They're explosive rounds, right?
Damn.
Behemoth leaps into the distance, disappearing from sight. What was that? It felt like I was watching Whitebeard all over again from One Piece. It's silent. You could hear a pin drop. Some time passes, and the crystals I'm encased in crumble and disappear. I can hear footsteps more than just one person. Dude, absolute. In the distance, beyond the smoke, I can make out the silhouettes of 3 people. Soon, the shapes become more clear.
What are you staring
Dude! Good friggin' lord! Look at Yunhwa! That is how Yunhwa should look, okay? Is all I'm saying. That is peak.
Oh, we're back.
Vessi looks pretty much the same, though.
Just in the nick of time by the looks of it.
And Emma! Holy outfit! Good lord. These upgrades. Absolute!
Yes.
I need that Yunhwa.
Reporting for duty. Let the hunt begin.
Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Good lord. Woof. When are they available again? Are they available now? Can I have them now, please? Holy crap, dude. That was absolutely incredible. What an end to chapter 33. Again, fantastic chapter. I think that bumped it up to like a 9.5 or 10 out of 10 for me. Probably 10 out of 10. I really like the reveal, obviously, of our Absolute members and their brand new designs. It looks incredible. Again, everything that went on with like Behemoth and everything that went on with Leviathan and Graves' appearance and all of her brand new armor. And then we have like Cinderella being a complete badass and being a therapist essentially for her niece. So many great key moments in this. And honestly, I really can't wait to continue the journey. But that is going to do it for this video, this stream. Again, if you guys are watching after the fact, I highly encourage you to please give the video a thumbs up. And also consider subscribing to the channel for more Goddess of Victory NIKKE streams and content and all that good stuff. You'll find it right here on the channel. And anybody that joined along with me today live, thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. You guys are the best. And yeah, we'll be back for some more, hopefully tomorrow. that's tentative again, but stay tuned, and we'll continue on with Chapter 34, okay? But anyways, that is going to do it for me. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Peace!